When last we left our heroes, they had transitioned their way through a spore-filled cave full of horrific mushroom people and relatively dead bugbears, and are still making their way through the cave, but they decided to take a break after inhaling all those spores just to chill out at the Wandering Weasel for an evening and try to get their breath. So you guys are in the tavern, and Denier is upstairs recovering from inhaling all the spores. You guys have been nursing yourselves as well.
I can't believe Denier tripped and fell right into one of those giant fucking mushrooms.
I'm still a little woozy from the spores.
Ah, yes, a good time to rest and relax here at the Wandering Weasel. Say, do you boys like stories?
It really depends. Is it like how long is the story?
Oh, I don't know, approximately maybe 2.5 to 3 hours?
I could go for that.
Well, it's an interesting tale at that. Do you like tales of adventure and heists?
I mean, I may or may not have taken part in a heist or two in my rather young life.
Wonderful. Well, this adventure takes place not too long ago, if I'm correct. And from what I understand, it starts back in the town of Dragon's Rest. Biddly-boo, 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 biddly-boo. So, not too long ago in the town of Dragon's Rest, we are introduced to 2 new people. Well, not new to the world, but new to the audience. We are introduced to Vex, a drow, and Dupre Bridgewater, a human. Each, for their own reasons, are making their way up to the town of Waterrun, because they may or may not have received contact from a mutual source. I want you to roll initiative for me to see who gets there first.
Okay.
Very well.
16.
All right, Dupre, you make it in before anybody else. You find yourself in front of Jimmy Allright's All Right Pawn Shop, where the prices are adequate.
Prices are, yeah, all right.
As you step into the, as you're about to make your way into the pawn shop, you step past a black and yellow snake man on his way out.
Oh.
Hello, welcome to Jimmy Allright's All Right Pawn Shop, where the prices are adequate. I'm Jimmy Allright, says the little halfling with 2 right hands. Oh, what brings you in?
I made it say someone.
What's the business?
In Thieves' Cant, I'm going to convey that I'm here on behalf of on behalf of the. Hang on, I need to look at the exact.
Deadeyes.
I'm on behalf of the Deadeye Guild.
Ah, all right. He slaps a little. He seems to slap what sounds like a button on the side of him, and a little door kind of pops up that leads downward. Go on down. You're the first one in.
He gives a nod and starts heading down with his cloak over his face and stuff like that.
You hear a click, and as you step down into the dark tunnel, it's very dark, but a dark that you're used to. You hear a click from above you, and there's a dim light at the end of the tunnel. You follow it, and you find yourself in a small underground room with a table, a few benches, and yeah, there's some bottles of ale down there for you to have if you wish while you wait. A little bit of time passes, and we're joined by Vex, a drow who enters the pawn shop. Hello, welcome to Jimmy Allright's All Right Pawn. You're a strange sort. Hello.
I know what your place is. I'm here for the special meeting, if you would be so kind.
Yeah, go right on ahead. He presses the button. The door pops open.
Thank you so much. Jimmy, was it?
Yeah, it's
I
Jimmy Allwright.
I just touch like the side of his face. Thank you so much. And I walk down.
Oh boy. You step
And,
down to the end of the tunnel and you find yourself in front of a human man with a cloak. Go ahead and describe yourself. Dupre.
Underneath, Dupre is sort of an older man. He's looks like he's got some age on him. He's got long black salt and pepper hair with a salt and pepper beard as well. He's got one noticeable thing about him is that he's got a huge scar going down from his forehead over his left eye and down to his cheek, and you can see that his eye is milked over, and that he cannot necessarily see out of it. But
so
the other
don't
one will
pick
do just fine.
So don't pick him for dodgeball. Got it. Okay, just write that down as a no.
All right, and Dupre, as a hooded drow enters the scene, go ahead and feel free to describe yourself, Ozma, or go ahead and feel free to describe yourself, Vex.
I'm a No, Vex walks in. He's tallish. You see him in just black robes entirely. He walks in with now. Silly thing about that one particular weapon is that kind of a walking thing.
Basically, it is something that you keep lashed to your belt. It's like a chain. It's like a loop of chain with one end a sickle attached to it, and the other end just kind of a hook, like a grappling hook or a meat hook.
You see what appears to be almost like the robes are held up by a chain, and you hear the jingle of the chain as he walks in. He keeps his eyes very hooded as he sits down and says, "You must be for here for the job as well, huh?"
That's right.
What's your name?
Well, since we'll be working together, I guess it's all right to tell you. Name's Dupre.
My name is Vex.
Well met.
Indeed. So what you specialize in? He's leaning back in his chair.
Dupre sort of picks up his dagger and just starts picking his teeth with it.
I specialize in whatever I'm told to specialize in.
Man of many talents.
Yeah, that's right.
Indeed. Interesting.
There's some clicking coming from down the hallway as you hear footsteps approaching. You see Jimmy Allwright step in. Hey fellas. Guess they just kind of sent the two of you. So you're in for the hall, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I was brought in to ensure that everything went well, make sure transportation was taken care of. You're gonna be heading up northeast. Gonna find your contact in a tavern on the roadside on the way up there. There's a card outside that you can use. You can get in there, and I've arranged for the driver not to ask any questions, and everything should be all right.
That's fair. What's the contact look like?
He's a big guy, green. Looks a little surly, but he seems on the level. He just wants to make it in good with the families, like we all do, right?
Is it an orc or a big goblin?
It's a big old orc guy, I think. I was just given the description. The name you're looking for is Chunk. Yeah, I don't know if it's a code name or if that's just what they. Not many around here,
It could also be a description depending how big he is.
Fair, yeah, also true. Can I get you anything while your transportation is being fully prepped?
How about you? Do you require anything, Dupree Bridgewater?
I don't need nothing, and I don't recall telling you my last name.
Well, this is awkward. I'm just gonna go make sure that they're good.
I have heard of you. So once you told me your name, I put one and one together. There aren't many people called Dupree. Take it as a compliment.
Sure. A compliment. Between partners.
Of course.
I assume it goes without saying that once we part ways, we won't be seeing much of each other. After all, stuff like this, it tends to get around, and if we're in a group, easier to keep track of.
I assume this room was safe for such secrets, and they won't leave here.
Good. Got a good head on your shoulders.
First of many compliments, I hope.
We'll see.
Jimmy Allright's returns sometime later, and he ushers you guys up and shows you to a cart with a human driver. He has a wide-brimmed hat pulled over his face. They don't want no names exchanged, so just want to hop in. He'll get you where you need to go.
Very well. My boy gets in.
All right. Well, if you have anything you need, Jimmy Allright's your boy. Make sure to put in a good word for me with your bosses. All right. Well, have a good one. All right. He kind of waves you off, and the carriage begins clattering northward up the path that Osmo, Wolfgang, and Denier traveled down.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. It's like the familiar, but it's different.
It's like there's layers.
Yeah, it's like this is a big old world with lots of different stories happening in it.
Oh.
Yeah, you travel for some time. A couple of days go by. You make camp every now and again. The driver says like 0 words to either of you this entire time.
What do you think his name is? As I say, out of earshot of the driver.
Oh, driver?
Yes.
What
What do
does
you
it
think his
matter?
name? Oh, it doesn't. I'm just curious what his name is. You think
Why
it's
don't you ask
something?
him?
He doesn't seem like the conversational type. Lani hasn't said a damn thing in 3 days.
Just like he was told. I'm gonna respect that.
Indeed. I wonder if it's something short or long.
Why are you so curious?
Well, we should always be observant.
Go
Wouldn't
ahead
you
and make a
agree?
perception check.
And that is a 10.
I got a 17.
Damn.
You can, you actually see some names carved into the wagon itself. It looks like a child's carving. Name says Melissa. And there's another name next to it that says... God, where was it? Jackson.
Is the driver male or female?
Driver's a male. He's got a beard. Very stern-looking face.
Dupre kind of leans back.
If I had to hazard a guess, maybe his name's Jackson.
Did, what makes you say that?
Name written on the side of the car.
Well, maybe that's the name of the person he killed and stole this from.
No.
He sips his water.
It's always possible, but I don't think so.
Well, wherever we're going for this job, I trust you will, of course, bring the best part of your abilities forward.
Always do.
Unless you're handy with a blade, are you? I've seen you eyeing it every now and then. An extension of your own will and your own control and strength. Would you say that's a fair analysis?
One thing that's kind of throwing you off about this this dark elf is the fact that he has these dark goggles on at all times.
Can I make a intelligence check to see what they might be?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
What would that be? Just straight intelligence?
I think straight intelligence would work there. Investigation.
Okay. 18.
Your knowledge of the drow and the fact that you've worked with quite a few, like, at least, well, basically your master is a drow, so you kind of know that from descriptions they are very susceptible to sunlight, and you're thinking that he's using these goggles to block that out and make it a little bit easier for him to see during the daylight and make his job easier.
I got pitch black goggles, learned by Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
I got them diesel goggles.
I called them goggles of coolness.
It's true, those are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill you with my teacup.
Eventually, after a few days of traveling and camping, the cart stops, and the driver comes back and swings open the curtains and just ushers you out without making any eye contact. He's just kind of like looking down the whole time.
Do we get out of the cart?
That's up to you.
Yeah. We get out of the cart. Perception check, where are we?
You're in front of a tavern. It's nighttime.
Okay.
Looks a little shady, but, you know, that's a good thing for you, I guess.
Do you get out as well, Dupree?
Yep. Dupre gets out of the cart and he's like,
Thank you so much for the ride, Jackson.
He kind of quivers a little bit and just keeps, like, his head slinks even further down.
Guess
give
you
him,
were
a pat
right.
give him a pat on the shoulder and
He
walk.
flinches when you do so.
It's not a good way to make friends.
I ain't in this business to make friends.
But in the end, that's all you have to rely on should things go south. So let's be friends for as long as we have to.
Suppose that's fair.
Oh.
All right, you step up. You step up to the tavern. It's got a little sign outside that says the Feral Rat.
The feral rat?
The Feral Rat.
A bit rustic, but okay. Opens up the door, and I walk in.
Bunch of rough-looking individuals chatting inside. Some of them stop to look over at you as you make your way in.
Looking for see someone who's big and green.
All right, go ahead and make perception checks, both of you.
19.
6.
Vex, you notice that there is a large green individual sitting at a booth near the back. He's got a hood pulled up over his eyes, but there's a small candle at the table that's kind of lighting him up. He's a big dude, probably about 6.5, 7 feet tall. Like, this boy eats his meat. He's a
big
unit.
boy. Absolutely, is not a battalion yet.
Not a battalion, just a unit.
Okay. I gesture to Dupree, my head, and I point. And I slink over there, and I sit down at the table. Dupree, are you joining me?
Yeah, Dupree will stagger his movement to the table. He'll wait for Vex to sit down, and then he'll make his way over there to make it innocuous.
All right, you make your way over there. Oi, use the lot.
I believe so. Is your name Chunk?
Yup, that's me.
A pleasure.
Hey, pleasure's all mine, sirs. I'm trying to make my ways good in with the runners. And yous lot seems like yous gonna be my ticket in.
Oh, you give
So I
us.
thinks we can be friends here.
Will you be joining us on our little shenanigan?
Well, I suppose so. Looking forward to trying to get in here, because, how much you know about his contract?
Dupre, what you know about this contract is that somebody pissed off somebody else who is rich and like somebody rich and powerful pissed off somebody else who is rich and powerful and somehow ended up with an artifact that they were looking for, and they want somebody dead and they want that item back.
All I know is that there's two fat cats fighting over toys like children.
Hey, sounds like a rich folk to me, eh? Well, I'll tell you what we got to do. We's going up there, to that town. We's getting in that manor. 'Cause I got mates on the inside. Me, I was just Logan's stable boy, but that ain't gonna be that way for long. I'm making my way up. People are gonna know the name Chunk, and people are gonna fear the name Chunk. So we're getting in there.
It's important to have high-level dreams.
Yeah. It's why I'm looking to the top. Someday I hope to even be an underboss. I'm looking to get my way in there, and this is my route. So, I've got us a plan. 'Cause they's got some spooky shit going on.
How
Me?
spooky?
I'm a thinker.
Ooh. No, you say spooky. Elaborate.
Well, the old man. Well, I guess I'll start out. So, basically, we looking for a knife, right? And we're gonna get this pretty fucking knife. But we also gotta kill this old man. But it's gotta look like we wasn't ever there. So this guy's gotta die. But he's gotta die all gentle-like. So they brought us this. This is what I found.
He sets down a vial of what looks to be purple ichor.
He's gonna pour this in the old man's drink. He's gonna drink it, and he's gonna fucking die. Eventually, so I understand.
Can I reach out and pick up the vial and just examine it?
Yeah. Go ahead and investigate. And I'll give it with advantage since you know your poisons.
Alrighty. 20.
Good. Good thing I was investigating. Yeah, this shit is derived from some very toxic, very rare plants. Whoever got this for this guy, they got connections, like very similar connections to who you got. And this shit will essentially, it's essentially going to be like heavy metal poisoning. It's going to slowly erode his nervous system. It's going to make him go blind. It's going to make him go deaf, and it's going to eventually just rot away his brain and kill him. So
Fun.
long as nobody figures out how to cure it.
Do I know what it's called?
For the sake of it, let's just call it the Purple Death. That's what the flower is called.
Ooh.
Purple death flower extract. This is hard to come by.
Oh.
Say so, sir.
Say no more. Very brutal, if not effective.
Well, I think it should work pretty good. So, I got some mates on the inside of this place, right?
How many do you have?
Well, one or two. One that's willing to help us get in.
You say the second one you don't sound sure about. Why?
Yeah, he seems a little upright in his own arse, really. But, you know, he's still a good bloke. Get a couple drinks with him every now and again. I ain't afraid cut no ties, though.
Would you say you could trust him in a pinch?
Not for something like this, no.
Ah, so you have one person on the inside.
I have one person on the inside willing to help you.
Now, would the second person know that you're up to something? If you're up to something?
No, he ain't thinking nothing about this. Other guy, he just wants to get paid, he wants to get out. And he wants to speak nothing of it. That works for me. If that works for you.
Does that work for you there, Dupree?
It works for me, long as he's trustworthy.
Well, he's trustworthy enough, he's a good mate. But, yeah, I'll show you what I got worked out. Like I says, I'm a thinker. So, here's my master plan.
And he rolls out a scroll of paper on the table. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Perception check to see if anyone sees him unfurl it.
Go ahead.
That's a 15.
You're scanning the area. It looks like most people are pretty much about their own business. You got a couple of eyes glancing over at you, but you're not sure whether they are just suspicious eyes or whether if they are, you know, just keeping their wits about them in such an area.
Get rid of big guy.
All right.
Find. Okay, run over your plan for us.
Absolutely. All right, so this guy's we going to kill, right? He's got a real fucking tugger of a kid, and he's fucking big. So we gotta get him out of there. We don't want to mess with this bloke. So we gotta find a way to distract him, get him out of town, something. So we just gotta distract this boy. But then, we find a book. And this book is what's called the ledger. And that ledger's what's gonna lead us to where this shipment's being taken. And on the way, we's gonna take that shipment. We's gonna take that treasure for ourselves, and we's gonna get that knife. But before we leave, we's got to kill the old man. And from what I hear, the old man, he drinks from a very special cask. Only he drinks from it. So we's just gonna poison the fuck out of it. And he's gonna drink it, and he's gonna fucking die.
Where is the cask?
So it's in the cellar. So we just gotta get down there without being spotted. But that's what my mate's for. My mate's gonna help us get there. He knows the rotations. He knows when the guards shift. So we go in with the guards shift. And my mate, he's gonna let us in the side when nobody's looking. And we's gonna get in there. We's gonna poison this shit. He's gonna drink it. The more he drinks of it, he's just gonna get sicker and sicker. Nobody's gonna fucking know he's gonna fucking die. And then, we go out there and we hijack that wagon. We get that shipment, we get the treasure, and then we go deliver it and we get fucking paid.
Where are we delivering it to?
I got some mate. I got some contact. He's gonna go deliver it to them. And then we's gonna get some money. They's off to the west though. It's gonna be a bit of a trek. But we's gonna be good. They're good for it. Dems works with runners. And Dems runners is what's gonna employ me.
If this goes swimmingly, then I think that could possibly work.
I think we all got this down then.
Mr. Bridgewater, any thoughts?
Well, if this goes belly up, I'm gonna need another plan.
Well, I figured that's what you lot's here for. I'm just here with the master plan. If you lots wanna... I mean, we've obviously got to get there and case the joint. So we can figure out, like, the best time, best place, and the best ways to ambush this shit. But that's what we need the book for.
I do have a question, though.
Oi?
If worst comes to worst and we're found out, does it really matter that much how we take out the old man?
Well, I suppose not. They just want it to look like an accident. Don't want nobody tied to it, no way, shape, or form. But if he fucking dies, right? Ain't no skin off my back.
Very well.
Alright. So he's
Tell
good.
me more about the book, the ledger. What color is it? Do you know anything about it?
Well, my mate says that they keep all them shipments all in the righties, but it's in leather bound, something in the burgundy complexion.
Very well, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So he's gonna be looking for that book. It should be somewhere with one of them number crunchers that they keep up there.
And what floor is that on? You said it was a manor, so I'm assuming there are multiple levels.
Well, let's see. We gotta get down to the cellar in order to poison the wine. And then we gotta get up to the second level in order to get the book, from what I figures. That's what me mates tell me anyway.
Okay, then. Yeah, that's all the questions I have.
So I figure the best ways we do this is we get into town all stagger light. That way nobody notices all three of us blokes just showing up in general. Me, I's got the job there. I was just a simple stable boy, like I said, but... You know, you two lot, you might, you know, take a little bit of attention.
You flatter me, sir, but you're not wrong.
Alright. So I'll meet you guys at Silver Rock.
Oh, silver.
Very well.
Lads?
Kind of tips his hat and finishes off his ale, slaps a silver on the table, and walks out.
If this does go south, how do you want to kill the old man?
You leave that up to me.
Oh, I could, but I'm ever so curious. Are you just gonna stab him with your knife?
Any number of things could happen.
Oh, that.
Depends on the situation. Like I said, leave that to me.
Oh, no problem. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. He smiles at him. And as a joke, okay, I need you to move. I'm actually inside the booth. I need you to... Thank you.
Yeah, the inn has a tavern has an inn, so you guys are able to stay there for the evening, and you can head out in the morning.
Yes,
Your new acquaintance pretty much left as soon as he finished talking to you. You got about half a day's march or quarter of a day's ride to get there tomorrow.
All right.
Okay. While I'm in my room, I'm going to use my poisoner's kit, and I'm going to take a small How big was the vial that he gave me of the purple death?
You probably have about 2 or 3 doses in there, enough to, like, certainly more than enough to be effective if diluted in a barrel of wine.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can craft some poison then.
All right, I'm pretty sure that's an intelligence check for crafting.
Yep. Okay.
But again, I'll give you advantage since this is something that you're actually. Do you have a poisoner's kit? So
yeah, I have
just
a poisoner's
just use
kit.
your perception, or just use that check.
My perception?
Just a general roll with a general roll, not with advantage, but with oh my god, why is my brain slipping on the word proficiency?
With my
So
proficiency?
+3 standard roll, d20 +3.
Which what value would I be using for it? Would I be using strength or dexterity?
You're just using, it's just a general query, so d20 +3.
Okay.
I'm so jazzed. This is fun.
20.
All right, you're able to craft some you're able to dilute some of that stuff. It's not quite as effective as it would be, but you know this is a slow burn poison. So you're trying to like mix it up a bit to try to make it a little bit more fast acting. You seem to get some decent poison out of it. Basically, if you apply this stuff to your daggers, it will have a, let's say, DC 15 poison, and it'll deal an additional 2 damage. I'm sorry, an additional D6 poison damage.
All right. That's the
We'll just
plan
roll
B
additional
poison.
D6s as we need. And you still have enough left to finish the job, so to speak.
That'll be the plan B poison. Okay.
All right.
And then I will go to sleep.
Vex, anything you're going to do in the evening?
He's just gonna do his meditate, and he's just gonna pray to his mother.
You pray to the goddess of death. You have good feelings as you do so. Feelings of coldness and the joint feeling of between you and the mortal coil. Feeling as though you can reach across it, and you feel closer to your master. The morning comes and you guys begin to head out. Now you can decide whether or not you wish to acquire some horses, or you can hoof it.
Oh, I would prefer horses. Shall we be taking horses, my dear Bridgewater, or shall we be walking it and toughing it out on the road?
I feel like horses would be faster.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Is there do we have any money on us?
You do. I'd say you probably have like 100 gold each.
Okay. then could I stop by a shop real quick? I want to purchase 2 very small things.
I will have allowed this beforehand if this is something you wanted to stock up on. So go ahead.
Okay.
What would you like to buy?
I'm going to purchase some bandages and a thumbtack.
All right. I will say that you could have acquired that from Jimmy Allright. You could have acquired that anytime when you were in Dragon's Rest. All right, you got those things.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. See if you can find some people that might not need their horses anymore.
Natural 1.
You forgot to put on your goggles.
12.
Jesus.
There's an old man and a young man just kind of like brushing off some horses at the side of the tavern.
They're brushing their horses, you say?
Yeah, well, I mean, you assume they belong to them. There's a gray nag and a kind of a chestnut horse.
Okay. I'm wondering what to do in this scenario as I'm just walking up and taking them.
Yeah, you hear them talking about the journey that they're making. They seem to be making their way down south.
We have to be jerks here.
I mean, you can be jerks. I'm not telling you how you have to act.
Do you tell Vex about the horses you see? Because I got a nat 1. I'm like, my eyes.
Yeah, eventually when you get the goggles on, you like your eyes refocus. Oh, you see them. Oh, okay.
What are you thinking?
Well, those are horses, but they currently belong to someone else, so I'm trying to think. What could be done to change that? I think now, one thing, we can startle the horses, and the horses run off and we get them. Or we distract the owners, and we get on the horses and ride away. It's really a matter of one of 2 things.
I was coming up with a plan to spook him myself.
Oh. How would you scare a horse?
I've got a way.
Oh, please illuminate me. Not too bright. I forgot to put my goggles on this morning.
I'll go up. I'll say what lovely horses you had.
Okay.
I'll start petting them, and then I'll spook them. And then I'll say, oh, goodness me. How terribly sorry I am. I'll get your horses back. And then we don't.
That's a decent plan. Well, go for it, and if it fails, I have a backup one in my pocket, and I would like to surprise you with it, so please don't ask.
It's on this one. All right.
Come on, then. I tap the side of his face. Come on, go for it.
Don't do that.
All right. So I'm gonna do an old trick. I'm going to hide that thumbtack. I'm going to slip that thumbtack up underneath my glove and pop the needle part out on my palm.
Okay.
I walk up to the dude.
The old man takes notice of you first. Hello. What can we do for you, sir?
Well, Metro, he says, I was just admiring your horses. I am an admirer of horses myself. I've had a few back on my own family farm. I was just wondering if you could tell me a bit about your horses, what their names are, what breed.
Well, this right here, this is Sable, and this is Chestnut.
And you see that the horses are actually bridled to a little hitch. So it's going to be kind of hard to get them to run.
I see.
What's the bridle's made of leather, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see. What is there? What other businesses are around that are in the opposite direction of the horses.
You mean down south, or are you just talking about in this general road area?
I'm trying to look at something that will distract their attention.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. I'm just looking for the name of a business.
This is a lone tavern. Like it's a tavern in a fork of the road. It's literally like a waypoint.
Okay.
Like a wayward inn.
8.
There's some pretty neat birds up in the sky, I guess.
Yes, I always have been a admirer of animals as well.
And I point up to the birds.
You see these elven macaws up there?
And I point to the birds, so I'm trying to...
Yeah, you have an instant where they both look away for whatever you're going to try to do. Are you going to try to untie it?
I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut the bridles.
All right. That would be, I guess, a roll to hit.
Oh, this should be good.
Roll a hit.
Yeah, roll to hit the bridles.
15.
That'll do. Go ahead and cut. Sneak attack's not going to go on leather, but the 6 is enough to sever the bridles.
Okay.
They do notice a bit of commotion when you were moving, though, so you're going to have to act fast now.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, and I accidentally placed my palm. I accidentally placed my palm on one of the horse's backsides.
Go ahead, sleight of hand.
The one with the tack on it. Sleight of hand. I haven't had to roll one of these in a while. 13.
Yeah. Let me roll for them real quick, see if they... No. They're both at disadvantage since they were looking away for a moment. The son instantly catches on to what you're doing. He got a 18.
Ooh.
But the horses do start booking it. They are spooked.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry.
Hi!
He starts trying to fiddle for like a short sword that's at his side.
What are you doing?
Do I see this real fast? Do I see this happen?
Yes, you see everything.
I cast blindness and deafness
on
the sun.
Go ahead and click that spell.
How do I click a spell here? Do I just
No, you click on the text bubble to give its description, basically.
The text, there's blindness and deaf. Sorry, one second.
Are you on your spell sheet?
I was in my spell sheet. Yeah, sorry, blindness.
Yeah, just click this.
Oh, yeah, that's what I clicked on the spells.
That's odd.
Also, your DC shouldn't be 11. It should be 14. That's weird.
Sorry, I just don't know what I'm supposed to click here on the spell sheet.
Right, I can go ahead and read the description of blindness deafness for you, though.
Thank you.
Blindness, deafness. A creature you can see becomes blind or deafened unless they succeed a Constitution saving throw at the end of its turn. The creature can make another saving throw. All right, so it should be DC 14, not DC 11. I don't know why Roll20's doing that.
Okay. So what do I do?
I am rolling a save for him. And he fails. Like, as he's fumbling for the short sword, he starts freaking out because he can't see or hear.
What's wrong? Son, what's wrong?
I'm so sorry about your horses. I'm going to see if I can go rattle them up for you.
What is happening?
And I look out for the horses.
My character casually walks behind.
The horses are currently running, so go ahead and give me an athletics check to try to catch up with them.
Yeah, I'm sprinting. Athletics?
Yes.
Oh boy. 18.
You managed to catch up to the You managed to catch up to the chestnut.
Okay. Are there any like small little forested areas that I could ride into?
There are some like trees around here, but not anything that's really foresty. You're kind of in plains country. Looks like you're heading into hill territory. I need you to make, if you want to get on the horse, I need you to roll an acrobatics to try to hop up on it.
Yeah, okay. For me or for
you?
Vax. Okay.
Vax hasn't even caught up yet.
19.
Yeah, you're able to hop up on that horse, grabbing what's left of the bridle.
And the
Get
other
up
horse?
on that. Get up on that horse.
Yeah, you get up on that horse. And with that, you're able to catch up to the other horse pretty easily and grab its bridle.
Okay. I'm going to use... Oh, wait. Is the other half of its bridle still attached?
Yeah, it's just kind of like cut. You just kind of have to hold it with two hands, basically,
Yeah.
because it's no longer a loop.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can drag that other horse to a halt.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a handle animal.
Oh goody. Handle animal handling. 14.
It takes some doing, but you get it to kind of settle down and kind of trot with you a little, and you get it back to Vex.
Easy.
Meanwhile, the old man is still trying to comfort his son, who is still dealing with his blindness and deafness.
How far are we out of the town?
Out of the town, you're, like I said, you're about a quarter of a day's ride.
Okay.
Vex, does Vex finally catch up?
Yeah, you casually walk up, and he's just kind of like leading the horse back to you.
Good plan. Good teamwork. Thank goodness something happened to the boy. Otherwise, you could have been stabbed right then and there. Couldn't have that, now could we?
They wouldn't have gotten me.
You say that, but people are very perceptive. It seemed that he was startled by what you were doing. Not as smooth as we all think we are.
Yeah, he's still
I know.
freaking out back there. In fact, he's gathered enough attention that some people are starting to come out of the tavern to look at him.
I think we should get going now, though, before things get worse. Only one horse, though?
I have both horses. I'm riding one and I'm leading the other.
Yeah, and he's letting you get on the other one.
Well, thank you very much. Acrobatics to get on?
Oh no, it's just a horse at this point. You can just mount it.
All right, I mount the horse.
All right, and you guys start riding off to the
I
northeast.
turn off the spell, too, as we get out of sight.
Yeah, once you get out of range, it ends anyway. There's a time limit to it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys start making your way northeast, and sometimes as some time passes, you cross by a few. You start crossing by a few travelers on the road heading down that way. It looks like a couple of traders heading down to make their business, and you start going across some vineyards.
Ooh, what kind of? How nice are they?
They're very nice. Yeah, you're in hill country now. You're starting to go uphill, and you can start to see a bit of a mountain ahead of you. Looks like that's the Silver Rock that the town is named after.
Ah, yes.
If you guys want to roll history, you can figure out exactly why it's called Silver Rock. But
11.
Natural 1.
through your dealings, you've learned that they do export a lot of the kingdom silver, but it's probably a mine somewhere around here.
Ah. Okay, then.
Yeah, there's
Nice.
lots of grape fields, some people tending them.
Such a beautiful place. Was a wonderful place to retire to. Make some wine. Be ever so relaxing if that was the chance. If you had the option to.
And in the
Sure.
distance, you start to see the town approaching.
Okay.
And as you enter the town, you're greeted like in the you get to like the gates of town. You're let in. Nobody's like really paying much mind to you. And at the center of the town square is just this massive silver statue of this dude in full plate armor wielding a hammer.
What does he look like? The face.
You can't see it. It basically looks like a Shovel Knight statue, but he has just a giant fucking hammer. And basically, down at the bottom it says, Ferox Kench, bringer of justice.
Hey, out of character real fast here. The Kenches, of course, where we met that one guy, but what's the, what was his name?
Barristan.
Ah, okay. Okay, cool. That's just fun.
You also see, kind of adjacent to the town center, a couple of spires with some, or a couple of what look to be pyres with some stakes sticking out of them. Lots of dust around it. If you make a perception check.
19.
19.
21.
Yeah, mixed in with the wood at the bottom where some of the ashes are sitting from previous fires, you see bones and skulls.
Oh.
It looks like they burn things. It looks like they burn people alive here.
Yikes. And then again, I take that back.
And adjacent to that are some gallows. You see in the stocks a couple of crying women.
How many would you say are in stocks right now?
Just 2. Same amount as there are pyres.
How old are they?
One of them's probably in her 30s. The other one is significantly younger, probably in her teens.
Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
I said one of them is in her 30s. The other one is significantly younger, probably in her teens.
Okay.
They look very sad and deject, but they aren't making any motions or anything. They just seem very sad.
Crime rate in this
And
town must
defeating.
be pretty big. Either that
Well.
or this is where they take everybody to be executed.
Well, it depends what you would term as crime. Sometimes all the crime is having a differing opinion. How ugly the surface people can be sometimes.
Everybody's ugly.
No, you're quite beautiful, actually. He giggles and walks off.
Stop that.
You actually see a small child throw a rock at one of the women in the stocks. Stupid magic blood! Runs away to his giggling friends.
Well, now. Magic blood, you say?
I see now. This must be where they execute mages.
Oh, that's not good. What's wrong with a little bit of magic?
Well, some people are scared. When they're scared, they act out violently.
I walk up to the oldest one real fast for a quick moment.
Don't gather attention.
I'm not
They aren't
gonna
ma-
gather attention.
Yeah, they don't make eye contact with you. They're just staring down. The life has beaten any sense of hope out of them.
When are you to die?
I don't know, she says, just kind of dejectedly.
How long have you been here for?
About 7 nights.
Shouldn't be that much longer.
I guess not.
I'll be reminded. I shall remind myself of where you are, come the night.
She just kind of blinks. She's trying not to take any hope out of anything that you're saying.
And Vex just smiles and gets up and walks back.
Yeah, she never even like looks up at you. She's just staring down. You get the feeling that some people like to give them false hope, and it's just to mess with them.
How many, like, how much, like, whew, how many dead bodies do you think there are at the bottom of those pyres?
At your estimation, it's hard to tell. You saw at least 3 skulls, though, and you're not sure if they ever cleaned that out.
Probably not. Alrighty. Now where are we to meet? The one chunk, I believe it was.
You're to meet him at the town, like outside, like out back of the town's tavern at night. So basically, you have the day to yourselves to scope out the town and figure out the best ways of doing whatever it is you want to do. Such as get rid of the big guy, which seems to be number 1 what you have to do.
Get rid of the big guy. Now,
Did we ever get his name?
I think he said it was his son, right?
Yeah, the old man's son. Old man in the manor.
We should have gotten the old man's name, though.
Well, there's only one manor in town.
Is it the Kench Manor? Sorry, I shouldn't
I
ask that
mean,
question.
you don't really know. You don't know who the Kenches are. Unless you want to roll history again. I mean, maybe. It's going to be kind of hard for you lot.
Sure. I'll roll history.
I'll take that 5.
Hey, natural 20.
Oh, you know who the Kenches are. You know that they're basically, rumor has it that an ancestor of theirs was an old-time hero that helped a lot in the war, and basically for their efforts were granted land out in the Northlands to protect from any invaders. They say he was a stalwart. They say the ancestor was a stalwart defender on the front lines when all else had gone mad.
So we have to take care of his son, then, is what you're saying to me right now, my dear Dupree?
That's what we were tasked with.
And we just have to find the big galoot. And I'm guessing, I look up at the statue, if he's going to look at all like that.
Maybe.
As you say that, there is a large gentleman in plate armor walking around the town.
Speak of the devil, and he shall walk amongst you. Take a look at that.
Come along, Pip, it's time for training.
He says as the large gentleman walks forward, you see a scrawny lad, like very tall and lanky with a bowl cut hairdo, following behind him. Very perplexed and scared look on his face.
My. Well, I believe we found our person. Vex starts just tailing him a little bit.
All right, roll stealth.
That's a 20, not nat.
Yeah, I was going to say with disadvantage, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to kind of like keep your hood down and stay with a crowd, kind of stay around corners and peek at him. He seems to be doing patrols, looking for crime. As he walks around, some people like really get the fuck out of his way. And this lanky boy continues to follow him with a perplexed look on his face. I'm going to roll perception for both of them. Oh, the lanky boy sees you. And then he just kind of like looks away and keeps walking.
Fun.
He seems to kind of pay you no heed.
Meep. Oh, so the question is, how do we get his attention and get rid of him? Away from his home for the night. Perhaps some kind of wild goose chase would be appropriate.
Perhaps.
So you need to find some sort of bait to get him away from town.
Somewhere out of town.
You could tell him about how a couple of horse thieves stole some horses a town over.
Perhaps my daughter started playing in the woods and came across a bear, and I can't fight it off. And I need someone to save my daughter.
That's good. It's very
The
good.
heroic types always do love to do what's right.
They do, but they're not above their own hypocrisy now, are they? I like that one a little bit more. You were very good at planning things, I must say, my dear Bridgewater. That might work. Or... I turn to him.
Well,
Tonight, I have an idea. Tonight, we free those two lovely ladies who are in those stockades for no crime other than having magic blood. Give them our horses and send them on their way. The wonderful big fella will no doubt do what he needs to chase them down. But they'll be on horseback, so they'll be gone all night. What do you think of that? Indeed it can. A big smile creeps on Vex's face. Indeed it can. I'll need you to separate their I'll need you to get them out a little bit. Of course, I'll need you to free them from the stockades, but I believe I can conjure up a distraction of sorts. Sounds like a plan.
There's always the chance that there might be multiple people chasing after him.
Could be a good way to get multiple people out of your way.
It's true. Nonetheless, now let's go make sure those horses are watered and cared for before we have our fun.
You go and water and care for the horses. You make sure that they're taken care of out front of the tavern. There's a nice trough there for them to drink from, and they don't charge a whole lot for a bag of oats, just about 5 copper. You can feed them up.
That's good. Good horsey.
And the sun starts to dip in the sky. Anything else you guys wanted to do during the day before you have to meet with Chunk?
Probably walk around town, see, pick up information on our mark.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation to see what kind of information you guys might pick up.
That's a 6.
It's a 6. And I will roll an investigation as well. Natural 20!
Nice. Yeah, Dupre, as you're trying to do it the old-fashioned way where you're like talking to people, see if you can get information, but they all seem a little bit wary of you just because you're new and you do seem a little shady. And meanwhile, Vex, you're just kind of sticking to the shadows, hugging tight to walls, and just overhearing people. And yeah, you hear a lot of information. Turns out the old man is he's a heavy sleeper. So you don't need to worry about loud noises. Seldom seem to wake him. Like you basically go and sneak around to where you happen to stumble across where a lot of the manor staff happen to take their breaks and stuff, where they're they go out for a smoke or something, and you just hear them chit chatting over whatever breaks they might have over lunch and stuff. That's there's a faulty lock on the side, there's a faulty lock on one of the doors that leads into one of the that leads into the cellar. I'm sorry.
Oh, a faulty lock. Oh boy.
There's a faulty lock, so it's not even that difficult to break through. And you even learn where the pencil pusher, quote unquote, the numbers guy is. His room is on the 2nd floor, and it's to the back right of the manor.
Okay.
And that's where he's been just kind of he's been doing a lot of work lately, just up all day preparing for a festival that's coming up, basically to try to crown the next Baron.
Oh boy. Now you said the false lock, is that from the inside or outside?
Faulty lock is just what leads down to the cellar.
Okay then. Well, now we know it's easier to get to there. Alrighty, I meet up with the one, the only Dupree Bridgewater, and I relay this information.
You guys pass information back and forth.
Back right. It sounds like he spends most of his time in that room, of course. And as far as the lock goes, if it's fake, I don't even have to worry about trying to pick it. You just walk right down there and drop it all in there. He's a heavy sleeper on top of that, too. Sounds like we could make quite a deal of noise if we have to, and he won't even wake up. I'm quite envious. Having a sleep that deep sounds quite wonderful.
Still, we should probably be careful. We don't know what he's capable of. If we wake him up, we want the whole town on our asses.
And nighttime begins to ebb. The crows start cawing. The bell at the church tolls. People start making their way home for the evening.
I would like to. We would like to meet up behind the tavern before we initiate the plan.
Yep, essentially, you're gonna go back there to figure out everything that you're doing.
we're waiting back there for Chunk to show up.
Yeah, you wait there for a little bit of time, just kind of hanging out in the shadows. Eventually, a large hooded man makes his appearance.
Oh, is that you lot?
Oh, is it you, Chunk?
Oh, yeah, it's me, Chunk.
Ah, your name is very memorable.
I'm glad I tried to get a memorable name, but I didn't get to choose it, so it's just what I stuck with, really. Oh, I'm glad you blokes showed up. I got some bad news.
Oh, really?
Well, it turns out getting to the cellar ain't really gonna be the issue I thought it was, because the cellar's broken, but the real issue is the fact that the old man's kind of down to his last tanker of ale, and they brought it up to his room.
Well, that makes it all the more interesting, wouldn't you say, Mr. Dupree?
Yeah, good thing I made up that plan B.
I guess interesting's a word for it. But did you lot ever think of a good way to get rid of the big guy? Because the best I could come up with is, getting somebody out there to commit some crime, and then they'd, get killed real quick, and then he'd be right back.
I actually have one thing I need you to do for me.
Oh,
Just
what's that?
Well, the crime idea is good. It's in the right area.
I'd rather
Would
not
you-
die.
No, you won't die at all. The problem is
Oh,
you need a
that's nice.
specific crime to do, and one where you don't get hurt or the attention's not on you.
I like
So
this
here's the-
idea.
So here's the plan. I need you to shout as loud as you can when I give you the signal. Because we are going to free the 2 people in the town square. And they are going to ride those horses out of town. And I'm sure that big armored fellow and all of his little friends are going to run off.
He's gonna let them magic bloods run free. Oh, man, that'll take him. Oh, he'll bite that one right good.
Oh, and on top of that, I have an extra special surprise for them. Which
Oh,
will
that's
make
great.
them...
What's the signal, though? What you need me to do? When do you need me to yell? And what you need me to yell?
I need you to yell out, "Egods!" I need you to yell out, "They're doing magic. They're doing magic. They freed themselves."
E-gods, they're doing magic, they freed themselves. Okay, I'll try to memorize that.
Do you agree? So do you like this plan?
It's a lot better than getting one of my mates killed.
Mr. Bridgewater,
Oh,
do you like this plan?
I think the wordings could use a little work. After all, if they're magic people and they're locking them up for being magic people, don't you think that they would have anti-magic?
I mean, I don't know as much about what's happening over there.
That's a fair point to do that, but I have helped but feel that no matter what, it's the exact distraction we need for when we break in.
Well, that's fair enough. I can't argue with that. I think it'll get a whole lot of the boys out there.
It will. So shall we begin?
Oh, I ain't got no problem with it. Where's you need me to stand? I can go stand out front of the tavern. I'll look at him.
Right in front of the tavern is perfect, actually. And
That works for me.
And I will stand near you.
I'll stand lookout for you lot while you's in the manor too. Make sure nobody comes in. I'll make like a caw if anybody's coming back. But I'll sound more like a crow. Hopefully. I don't know. I've been working on it.
It needs work.
I think so. Well, yeah, I'm not doing it now, but I'll do the thing when it happens. If that or maybe I'll just bark. I don't know. I'm not good at dog noises either.
Just go wherever the wind takes you.
All right, just listen for it though. You listen
I'll
for
just-
the
I'll
signal
just
that
listen-
people's coming back.
I'll just listen for an orc making a lot of noise.
That'll work too. But it won't sound like no orc because I've been practicing. Because I got to get good at this whole underworld thievery thing.
Shall we be on with the plan now?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm
Nah,
real excited. It's like I got them jitters, like the butterflies in the tummy.
I mean, Mr. Bridgewater's been on many jobs. He can tell you that you get used to it. Isn't that right, Bridgewater?
That's true.
Which lot is what yous works for? Yous works for the them lot that like cuts up people, right? Use them stabby lot, right?
If you don't know who we are.
I mean, I know. I just don't like invoking names if I'm not supposed to. I don't really know the rules.
You can tell him. It might even scare him into behaving properly.
I mean, I knows the name. Am I allowed to just say the name? I'd like to say it. I don't know.
I mean, we need you for this plan to work, so you can say the name.
Oh boy, dead eyes, right? Use lots in with them.
Varying levels, I know. The Bridgewater's a bit closer in the organization than myself, but yes, we're both members of the Deadeyes.
Oh, you is? Oh man, I think I got no constitution for that. I ain't very sneaky sort, if you can't tell. Sorry, I'm gonna go. I'll go do the thing and I'll get ready.
Yes, indeedy.
Sorry.
He kind of like nervously steps away with a stupid, dumb smile on his face.
Simple is as simple does.
If he does get in good with the families, he won't last long.
Maybe not, but if anything, a little bit of honesty and what I will describe as adorably dangerous honesty might be good to shake up a thing or two.
Dupre, one thing that Vex here just said that really kind of bothered you is the fact that he mentioned that he was in with the Deadeyes, but you know every initiate, and you're in the most recent class. You were introduced to your brothers at the initiation, basically.
I won't say anything, but I'll keep it in mind. So he doesn't even look familiar at all.
No, there aren't any other Drow Deadeyes except for your master.
Okay.
Now let's do this plan there, Mr. Bridgewater.
Right.
All right. What's step one for you?
Step one is the horses are outside of the tavern. Step two, Step two, I am going to cast a spell, and if step two fails, we have step 2B, which is Mr. Bridgewater needs to cut them free. We get him on the horses, and then step 4, we have our orky pal yell from the top of his lungs and create a scene.
All right. I'm going to need you guys to basically roll a stealth for this, just because there are a couple of guards patrolling the town at night. It seems to be some sort of a curfew in effect.
18.
29.
All right. You guys are pretty sneaky. Make sure that none of them... Nope. All right. Nothing seems to have noticed you. But yeah, you're hiding in the shadowy alleyways, and Dupre, you're just kind of chilling on a rooftop.
Alrighty, showtime. I cast Animate Dead on the dead bodies.
Oh, on the skeletons in the pyre?
Exactly, to create a shambling abomination, essentially.
You're going to need to roll me one more stealth check for that one, because you have to be within 10 feet in order to cast that.
Okay, I'm going to roll one more stealth check. Come on, Billy. That's a 9!
All right, let's see. You got so fucking lucky. This is the best chance for a nat 1.
Yeah! Woo. Do I cast it?
Yeah, you get within there, and you can cast Animate Dead, and a skeleton starts crawling its way out of the pyre.
And control a pile of bones or corpse of a medium or small humanoid to become a skeleton. Somebody, respectively. The creature is under control for 24 hours, at which point will no longer follow your will. You can reassert control for another 24 hours. You can go within 60 feet of you. You can command them as a bonus action. A single command can be issued as many of your undead minions as you wish. So I've only summoned one, correct?
Yeah, you took the spell to summon one. Yeah, you can only cast as a level 3 spell, so you only summoned one.
And I command him to to pretty much break them out of their shackle, out of the what do you call them again?
Out of their stocks.
Out of their stocks, yeah. Hit the joints so they can free themselves.
All right, so I'm just going to describe what distracted the guard real quick. So off in the corner, you just hear a, ooh, ooh. What the fuck's wrong with that owl? Guy kind of turns. And then the skeleton starts crawling its way out and moving towards the stocks.
Awaken, awaken, bone boy.
I'm going to roll real quick for the skeleton to see if it can
Rattle, rattle,
break
rattle.
them out because it starts clattering at the locks, and the people that are in the stocks actually notice it. They're like, what the fuck? Ah! They actually seem kind of scared. Oh, wow, that's a really good strength check for a skeleton. Yeah, it shatters the lock, but that makes noise, and the guards start looking over. Hey, what the fuck? He's like, starts, sound the alarms! There's a monster! Monster! And it goes to work on the second lock as the dude pulls out a spear and starts running towards the skeleton.
Yeah.
I want you to make another stealth check as you're trying to slink back into the shadows.
Oh boy. 25.
Yeah, that one's fine. But they're distracted by the skeleton, so unless that, yeah, no chance in hell. All right, skeletons. Oh, Jesus, a 19 on the die for the second strength check. Yeah, it pops the second one too. That's a hell of a skeleton. It's getting vengeance for its kind.
He drank his milk.
That boy drank some milk.
Calcium, Chris.
All right, so they're popped free, and they're just like, what do we do? What do we do?
I slap the horses' asses, and for the horses to run off towards them.
You're not near the horses. You're on the other side.
Right. Oh, freaking Bridgewater has the horses.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm on a rooftop at the moment, right?
Yes, you're just kind of like slunk down on a rooftop, kind of shady, all Batman-like.
Okay. Can I see the horses from where I'm at?
Yeah, you're on the tavern rooftop. They're like directly below you, and they're kind of across the street.
Okay.
You can see that there are 3 more guards running from the manor.
I'm going to take my short bow, and I'm going to shoot it at the horses' feet. Not trying to hit them. I'm going to shoot it at their feet to try and spook them forward.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll a standard dex check. Just roll a to hit, basically.
Okay. Natural 20.
It goes off without a bang. You hit. Damn, what are these rolls today? You hit the. You actually hit where the bridles are attached, and you let loose the bridles. This startles the horses, and they start like stepping backwards, and the people are just like, okay, run. And like the older woman starts signaling, come on, grabs the hand of the younger one, and they start moving towards the horses as the men with spears are chasing at them.
Am I able to command the skeleton again? Because I'm not used to having a creature I can command.
Yes, you can command it. It's technically a second round.
I command it to run at the guards chasing, run at the guards chasing, and just try and like
intercept.
Get them. Oh yeah.
All right, you do so, and that will definitely take the. Yeah, that skeleton starts marching towards them, and there's like, oh, fuck, beast! And they start stabbing at the skeleton. It doesn't take a lot of them to take it down. It kind of scatters after the first round here. But they're on their horses and riding out. They're getting away! Tell the master! A bell starts clattering in the background. Clong, clong. They're using magic! They're using magic! Fuck, I forgot my line.
They made the skeleton.
Just getting away! Get him!
But yeah, you hear horses start to go out, and you see a large man.
Come along, Pip! Hurry up! Let's ride, Chesapeake!
And this like boy with a huge pack starts chasing after him. Oh my god, Pip got another nat 20 in perception. He looks over and he sees you again, Vex.
Pip, hurry up!
And Vex does a shh on his lips.
Pip just kind of nods. Starts moving after Barristan. So yeah, you got your boy out of the way. And a bunch of guards as well.
Pip the wise.
They start chasing out that way.
All right, so I guess just do pre-meet up with us.
I mean, yeah. You guys want to make your way over to the manor.
Now's the time. Good shot, by the way.
Good work with the spells.
Yeah, on your way down, you grab that arrow so that nobody's the wiser.
Yep.
Well, they seem to be very, very paranoid of magic, so even the idea of it would bring them on ultra high alert, so...
Still, even with all the magic I've seen, can't say I've quite seen anything like that.
It's very common up in the north.
Though it's very common up in the north.
Yeah, but not where you're from. Like
But not where I'm
that,
from.
that was for Vex. For Vex, it's very common where you're from.
You've seen nothing. Just the beginning of what my master was able to gift me. You smile. Now, let's go poison an old man.
Yeah, you meet up with Chunk outside the house.
Hey, sorry, I forgot my line. I didn't really know what the signal was. I just heard clattering.
You did okay. You got them all running.
All right, good.
You could not have been any more happier if you had yourself run out of town as a distraction.
Well, I'm glad I didn't, because I'd fucking die. Oh, they's gonna fucking die. That's gonna be sad. Too bad for them. Anyway, my mate's he's gonna be waiting for us outside the left side at, well, once the moon is higher in the sky, or maybe, fuck it, let's just go.
What's his name?
My mate?
Yes.
Oh, his name's Jeff. He's a good guy. He's a good bloke. Trustworthy.
Very well. Shall we move, my dear Dupree?
Let's.
All right, you guys make your way around the large, lavish estate. There's lots of topiaries just kind of like carved everywhere. It looks like they're carved into the shape of animals and knights and dragons and just all this fantastic stuff. There's fruit-bearing trees and even a small mini vineyard just out in the back where you're traveling through. I want you to make one stealth check because there is a guard left out here.
19.
Stealth. 16.
Man, these guards suck. Yeah, nobody notices, but I am going to roll for Chunk. Doesn't even notice Chunk. Wow, Chunk's roll was pretty bad. Anyway, yeah, you guys make it. You start crawling through the topiaries, hiding behind trees, sticking to shadows.
I'd like to do one thing while we're hiding as
Sure.
well. I'm going to pick up some pebbles.
All right, got about 7 or 8 rocks.
Mm-hmm.
7 or 8 pebbles. Not very hard to find. There's a little fountain out here that seems to have some pebbles as a focal point, or as its base, I should say.
Okay.
All right, you make your way around the side, and there's a wooden door.
Oh, I was gonna go check and see if he's here. Oi, Jeff, is you in there? Oh my God, you're fucking dumb.
Door opens up.
Yes, I'm here. Stop talking. Oh, all right, sorry. Shh. Right. So I was just gonna stay guard out here, right? I was not allowed in there.
No, you're not allowed in here.
Are you the guys?
You see a human man with brown hair kind of looking out at you.
Are you the famous Jeff?
I'm Jeff. Yeah.
He's got kind of a stubbly beard, trimmed hair. He's wearing kind of a silver and blue attire that looks like the rest of the guards were wearing, but his seems a lot more formal because he's inside and he's not really a guard. He's just kind of an attendant.
Going forward, we won't. You don't need to know our names. Isn't that right? And looks back, about to say his name to Dupree, but says, "You."
That's right.
And I'm going to I'm going to do the dead eyes have a like sort of like a gesture that shows that we're the dead eyes? Like a hand symbol or something?
I would not say that there's anything open about it. The most call sign thing you have is just the way you leave the bodies.
Okay.
All right, look, I'm not here to ask questions. I'm just want my cut at the end, and that's all I'm looking for. So, look, rotation is happening in about 15 minutes.
What's our avenue?
You're gonna have about 10 minutes to get in until everybody's back on their rotation, and I don't know how long they're gonna be out there chasing those. Whatever, I heard the magic bloods got out, so
Yeah.
might be sometime. Who knows?
Pesky magic bloods, those are.
Yeah.
He just kind of shrugs.
Okay,
All
then.
right.
Is there a place where it would be best to wait?
Just hang tight. I'll be back.
Inside him.
Go ahead.
9.
I'm gonna insight as well. 18.
He seems to be on the level, a bit nervous, but the nerves are justified for what you're here to do. I mean, you don't even know if he knows the full scope of it.
Okay.
You
Sounds
wait
good.
some time. He comes back. All right, come on.
All right, I walk in.
I'm walking as well.
You heard the news that the cask is in his room now, yeah?
Yes.
All right, gonna need to get to the 3rd floor.
He kind of hands you like a makeshift map of the manor.
Everything here is, well,
It has all the guards' rotations in there.
it's pretty sparse, thanks to whatever you guys did out there. But try not to draw any attention, and if you get caught, you never saw me.
He just kind of like looks back and forth.
Now, I'm going to go. Is that all right?
He just kind of like looks at you.
That's fair.
Small than all right. Thank
We
you
never
so much
saw
for your
you.
help.
You never saw us.
I think that goes without saying.
Just kind of turns and walks away.
How lit up is the place?
It seems fairly well lit. There's lantern lights, a lot of places, candles elsewhere. There are shadows to hide in, but the hallways are lit enough that it's a bit difficult. You see on the map that you need to get up the stairs that you happen to be by. This looks like kind of like a servant's use area, like the best way for them to get between floors. It's a spiral staircase. Just kind of inside this area that you're in. There's stone floors.
Real quickly, I am going to cast. Ooh, I will be. Ooh, I don't know if I want to. Sorry, 1 second. Now I'm getting used to the pain of a caster.
Yeah, since you've already burned one of your level 3s.
No, I actually burned one of my level 2s.
You burned one of your level 2s, and then you used Animate Dead, which is a level 3.
Yeah, so I have one level 2 and one level 3 left.
You have 2 level 2s. Level 2s are a... Oh, wait, never mind.
I use blindness.
Yeah, you use blindness and deafness, which is 1, and you have 3 level 2s. So,
Oh, I do? Oh, okay. 3 level 2s. I cast Locate Object.
you looking for the book?
I'm looking for the book.
All right, go ahead and click the spell.
And I can... Yeah.
Sense the direction, movement of the object. You describe its name. As long as 1,000 feet away from you. It's considered known to you if it's within 30 feet. Yeah, you... The most you know is it's a leather burgundy wrapped book.
Uh-huh.
And you feel as though there might be a few of those, but one of them is moving. And it does seem pretty high up.
On the 2nd floor?
Seems that way.
This way. And I start walking up to the 2nd floor.
All right, go ahead and roll some stealth checks. Try to avoid any wandering people.
21. Fuck, they know we're here.
Fuck!
Oh, fuck. I dropped my coffee, man.
Dupre, go ahead and roll a stealth check as well.
22.
Yay.
All right. Start making your way upstairs. You hear a couple of people talking as you're crossing by a hallway, but they don't notice you. They just keep walking by. And you make it up to the 2nd floor. Gonna roll percentiles. Hallway seems empty. Go ahead and roll perception, though.
19.
18.
And nobody in sight or sound. And the object that you're looking for seems down the hallway and then to the right.
Down the hallway to the right is where that precious little book is.
And this is where the staircase ends. The staircase will not lead all the way up to the 3rd level.
I see this is the end of the line. Unless there's another way up in a different room.
You look at your map, and yeah, there is, but it's on the other side of the manor. It seems it's a private stairway for those that, you know, need to get up to the masters.
What room do we have to get through to get to that?
There are a couple of hallways, and then there's a door. It looks like there's a door at the end that will lead you to a private stairway. But first and foremost, the book is in the other direction down the hallway.
So how do you want to handle the book, or would you prefer to handle it yourself?
Well, it's on someone and it's moving, you said, right?
Yes. I believe there would be a counter. Number counter, I mean, of course.
Do you know if he's alone?
I can't tell. I can just tell the book's with him, but he sounds like an introvert and sounds like he kept to himself based on what I heard, so he's likely alone.
Right.
How close are we to the book? Are we like right outside the door?
You're probably within about 100 feet. It's just down the hallway and to the right, according to your new friend here.
All right. I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Have fun.
I'll let
What
the
are you
previous
gonna
stealth
do?
checks. I'll let the previous stealth checks roll. By the way.
You're a
Okay.
kind DM.
And what are you gonna be doing in the meantime?
I'll be waiting outside for you to finish your work. And if need be, help you out.
All right.
And I pull out my dagger.
I have to pray you make your way down the hallway and you look to the right. Looks like there's a series of rooms down there, and one of them has a cracked door, and looks like there's the sound of a fire on the inside.
So the door is not closed.
The door's kind of ajar.
Okay. All
I
right.
want you to make another perception check because there are other rooms.
13.
I will also do a perception check as well.
Yeah, you're keeping watch down the hallway.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
Nat 20, everything's clear. Everything's clear for right now. Nothing seems to be coming, but if something does come with that Nat 20, I will let you know immediately. You got your head on a swivel.
Excellent.
All right. With the 13 in perception, you do hear some snoring coming from the room that you're closest to, but it's not the room that has the ajar door with the crackling fire on the inside.
Okay. I'll make a note that there is somebody occupying one of the rooms, but he is sleeping.
Yeah, and that's just all you can hear.
And I will make my way towards the room with the book.
All right. I do want you to make a stealth check as you're getting closer to this person.
Okay. 14.
All right. As you step, you hear a creak in the floor, but you slowly back your foot off of it. You wait for a second. Doesn't seem like anything's stirring. You try to find a spot that's less squishy, and then you keep sneaking forward.
Okay.
You make your way up to the ajar door, and you can peek inside.
And what
As
do
you-
I see?
As you peer within, how do you want to look in, by the way?
I am going to... I'm going to pull my hood over my face just a little bit, and I'm going to peek in with my good eye.
All right, so you're just going to lean over.
Yeah, just lean in just enough for my head to just gently block.
All right, as you look in, you see a man kind of sitting facing the door with a desk, kind of scribbling in a book, yawning a bit.
All right, then we had 5 pounds of silver from Mr. McCarthy, 20 pounds from Mr. McGillicuddy.
I'm gonna go ahead and check the hinges of the door real quick.
All right, they're on the opposite side as you, but go ahead and roll me an investigation with disadvantage since you're kind of at a distance.
Okay. 4.
Yeah, they seem like pretty normal door and hinges made out of iron. There's 3 of them.
I can't tell if they're rusted or not, I'm imagining.
Not from this angle.
Alright.
can't tell if they'll make any noise or not.
I'm going to play it safe and use my flask of oil to oil the hinges.
All right, I'm going to want you to roll a sleight of hand with disadvantage because, again, you're kind of across the across the doorway from it.
8.
You kind of like pull out the jar and you splash, splash. You think you get it. You think you get some of it.
Okay. All right, and I'm going to very carefully crack the door open just enough for me to slip in. And he's at his desk next to a fire, I am assuming.
Yeah, he's at his desk. He is facing the doorway, and the fire seems to be on the wall behind him.
Okay.
Like there's a fireplace behind him. Let's go ahead and roll stealth for me real quick here as you're trying to slip into the room without him noticing.
Natural 20.
Oh, double nat 20. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
You time it perfectly just as he's
I just sort of Paper Mario and the 1,000-year door just turns sideways and I'm
pretty much you time it perfectly just as this guy's reaching up for the big old closed eye yawn. You slink in and hide directly behind a what looks to be a sort of couch that is in the room.
Damn.
You're now slunk like directly under it as he gets back to it.
All right. I'm just gonna look over his shoulder and see if I see that ledger.
Yeah, you with that nat 20, you're able to like kind of slip around the room and get around behind him. Like you're off to the side of his desk, you're off behind him. You're next to the fireplace, like in between him and the wall, which seems to have a series of books on it. You're just next to a bookshelf. And you wanted to take a look at the book that he's writing in?
I was just seeing if the ledger was there.
Go ahead and roll perception. Yeah, perception will work.
All right, 16.
Seems to be the book that he's writing in.
Okay.
It's definitely a accounting book, and it seems to have a schedule of deliveries and where things are going. Right now, it looks like he's writing down the silver shipments and what the miners have brought in and where. And now he's starting to move over.
All right. So we're putting 50 pounds of silver towards Dragon's Reach.
I'm going to take the hilt of my dagger, and I'm going to position myself to catch him, and I'm going to try and smack him right in the temple with the butt of my dagger.
All right, I'll let this be a coup de grace. Go ahead and roll to hit.
And because I have assassinate, this is with advantage.
Yep.
And if I hit, it's an automatic crit.
Mm-hmm. It's a coup de grace, so it'll be an automatic epic crit. So
21.
All right, 21 will hit. You're going non-lethal on him?
Yeah, non-lethal.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. That's
a
7 plus 10
7
sneak
plus
attack
6.
damage.
10 sneak attack damage. Go ahead and roll a additional d4. 2 additional d4 because epic crit.
6.
Not bad.
Yeah, so that's 23. Yeah, he's down. And
I
I want you to roll athletics as you're catching him with one hand.
17.
Yeah, you managed to get him. Kind of settle him down in his chair, kind of rest his head on the desk, and you got the book.
All right, I'm going to slump him over his desk and cross his arms underneath his chin to look like he's just having a little nappy.
A little sleepy nap.
KO.
KO!
Gonna put that ledger in my cloak, and I'm going to leave and close the door.
Vex, you hear some people coming from down the hallway. The other side, not the way that Dupre is coming from.
I walk in the door then immediately and close the door.
Which door? You're in the stairwell right now.
I walk up towards where the room that our good boy Dupree walked into.
All right, you're gonna need a hell of a stealth check because they are in the hallway.
Oh, they're in the hallway?
Yeah, they're coming down the hallway from the opposite direction.
Sorry, the opposite direction. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to map this place out in my head right now. So
They're down the opposite direction of the hallway that Dupre traveled. They are coming from the other way. Which is why you know it's not Dupre coming.
Okay, so what are my options? Perception check. Are there any? I've been looking around. Are there any doors nearby?
There are a couple across the hallway. You're not sure what they lead to. And yeah, you just kind of hear some footsteps coming. You don't know if it's a patrol or what.
I go through that door as silently as possible.
All right, go ahead and roll me a stealth check because again, they are in the hallway.
I just don't know where else I'm supposed to go.
Well, you can wait there to ambush them.
Oh my god!
But go ahead and roll me that stealth check.
No, I want to wait and ambush them now.
No, roll me that stealth check.
That's a 20. Whew.
Yeah, that's enough. Even with advantage, like this guy, like as you're kind of stepping out there, they sneeze and you open that door, and on the inside there is, it seems to be a study of some sort. Like nobody's in here, luckily.
Okay.
And they keep walking by.
I peek my head out. What do they look like?
First of all, they notice that door is open.
Door to what?
The door that you opened.
Oh, really? Shoot. Okay, well, I walk further into the study and hide behind... what do I got to work with here?
You got a large chair. It seems to be some sort of library of some sort. There's a desk at the end of the room. There is a table in the middle of it. Looks
How big
like
is
where
this?
some rich people might come to have some tea and read some books or something.
How big is the chair?
The chair is kind of, it looks really overstuffed. You could probably hide behind it if you crouched. You could also hide under the desk or under the table.
I hide behind the chair.
All right, go ahead and roll me a stealth with advantage.
17.
All right, guy steps into the room.
What? Who left this open?
Kind of starts looking around the room.
How dark is the room?
It's not lit. Like, nobody's in here, so there aren't any candles.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see perfectly fine. Seems to be a normal human man just kind of walking around. He's carrying a spear with him. He seems to be more heavily armed than the dude that let you in.
Somebody in here?
He starts patrolling the room a little bit.
Does he now? Is he the only... What happened to the other one? Or can I see what happened to him?
This is just the only guy.
Oh, really now. Where is he in the room right now?
Right now, he has wandered and he is in front of the chair. He looked under the desk already.
He's
He's on the opposite side of the chair as you.
I cast silence.
All right, he immediately notices that. You
can't
can see him. You can see him freaking out right now.
I get up immediately and I pull out my chain scythe immediately.
All right, what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna wrap it around his damn neck. Am I behind him?
Yes.
I'm gonna wrap my chain around his neck and choke him out immediately.
All right, roll me a grapple check, which is a strength check with advantage.
7.
I am afraid he gets a hold of it. He starts pulling at you. You can you don't got him. He gets it free, but now he notices you. So roll me roll me initiative.
Where would I be at this point?
13.
At this point in time, you are just coming back around. But since
I
there's
would-
silence, you can't hear what's going on here.
I would notice he's... But would I know that it's unnaturally silent?
No, because you guys are trying to be as quiet as fuck. I would say you wouldn't notice it until you get down the hallway and see that this door is open, which I would say is after probably another round of combat.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me initiative anyway for that. Okay, so you got a 13. This guy got a nat 1 because he's surprised, I guess.
Oh, you wanted me to roll initiative?
Yes, you too.
Okay. 19.
All right, cool.
Alrighty.
All right, so you get your move first there, Vex.
Well, I am going to keep on doing what I'm doing here, and I'm going to take the chain scythe right to his damn face.
Go ahead
21.
and slice at him. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll its damage.
6 slashing.
All right, 6 slashing. This guy's starting to freak out, and he's trying to. He's going to disengage with you and start to leave.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Not if he disengages.
No.
You do have a move action though if you want to move at all. Before he gets a chance to get away. Like he definitely looks like he wants to get away though is what I'm saying.
Can I use an? Okay, sorry. I'm never. This is a completely new hat I'm wearing right now. Can I use my chain hook on him as he's trying to get away and hook him with it?
No, like I said, you have a move action. You just used your attack.
Oh, okay. So he's trying to get away. Then I try and get right in front of him, in front of that little hall.
Between him and the door, he gets an attack of opportunity on that.
Go for it.
Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Yeah, he tries to stab at you with his spear, but it's really kind of clunky in this area. He gets it caught on the table, and you get between him and the door. All right, Dupre, as you walk up, you notice that the fuck, this door is up. Oh shit, there are people. Why is it so quiet? Your move, Dupre.
All right, so we're in direct close quarters with each other then.
It's Dupre's turn.
Oh,
Wait, actually no, it's this guy's turn. Now that he's gonna get an actual attack. Oh wait, no, he's got a nat 1. Yeah, Dupre, you're up.
Okay, so I now notice what's going on, right?
Once you walk up, you do see that door is open, and as you step near it, there is a bubble of silence. Like, it just gets eerily quiet, like your ears just popped. And as you look in, you see Vex battling, essentially, with a guard. You see the back of Vex, because Vex is between this guy and the door.
Okay. I'm assuming he doesn't see me at this point.
He does now that you're behind Vex. Unless you want to stealth in there.
I will use a cunning action to stealth.
Alright, go ahead and do that. Roll me your stealth.
14.
Alright, this guy is in combat, so he's going at slight disadvantage. Neither of those would have made it, so.
Alright. And then I'm going to... Is there any way I can slip around to his backside?
Yeah, you can Dark Souls roll into the room.
Alright, I'm going to Dark Souls roll into the room. And I'm going to...
you pop up behind him.
I'm going to stab him in the back with my dagger.
Yeah, Vex, Dupre, without you even noticing, just kind of seems to materialize into the room behind this man.
Smile. I creep a smile on my face, and I'd make a smile with my own. Put my pointer fingers to my cheeks and turn them and make a smile. Tilt my head as he's about to get stabbed in the back.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
All right.
With advantage, since, you know.
Assassin. 22, thank goodness.
22 will hit. Roll your damage.
Jeepers.
And that's an automatic crit, isn't it?
Automatic crit because of Assassinate. All right. Sneak
roll
attack.
your additional D4.
That's a big oof.
2.
Yeah, you pop up behind him, you pop your dagger around in your hand, and you carve this guy's eyes straight out of his face, just and he starts flailing and falls to the ground, convulsing. One swift stroke across the face, just like your master taught you.
Are there any steamer trunks in the room, or any kind of chests in the room?
Go ahead and roll investigation in the room.
21.
Yep, you find there's a pretty large chest in the room.
All right, I'm going to pick up his body, and I'm going to drag it over to the chest. Is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked.
All right, I'm going to try and pick that.
All right, sleight of hand. And or thieves' tools, whichever you want.
I do have thieves' tools.
So that would be with advantage.
Mm.
Yeah, you guys pop that open real easy. It looks like it's a storage trunk. There's a bunch of papers in there, but you think if you compact this guy enough, you might be able to shove him in.
Yeah, I break a couple of bones. I dislocate his shoulder just to get him in there, and then I lock it back.
All right, yeah, you clean up the room a bit. You carve out some of the spot where the blood was falling, and just kind of close the door behind you. The silence is still deafening. And as you re-enter the hallway, it doesn't seem like there's anybody there, so nobody's the wiser.
I sort of point to my ears.
I turn off silence.
Yeah, you can hear the normal ambiance of the house again. Seems like no commotion is happening. Doesn't seem like anybody knows what's going on. Nobody's the wiser.
Perfect timing. Did you get the book, Dupree?
Yeah, sure did. Keeper's none the wiser. He's sleeping.
It's a shame that this god had to die, but that's what he gets for getting in my way. Very well, let's move on. We have one more thing to do.
Dupre sort of narrows his eyes at that.
I'll be fair, you're the one who killed him. Don't be so coy, you're the one who stabbed him.
More like I was bailing you out.
Beg pardon?
Do you not know the difference between magical silence and dead silence? I walked down the hallway. My ears popped as soon as I walked into your little bubble. Don't think I don't know what that was.
Yes, it was magic. It was silence, which is what I'd really like from you to the end of this mission. Do you understand me? I'm here for a job, you're here for a job. Let's not pick and choose who we're working with, especially when they're in the middle of a job.
Let's get a move on then.
Yes. Let's.
All right, you continue down the hallway back towards the stairway that you know you have to get to.
By the way, Snake, you're my friend. I love you.
We're my friend too, Taka.
Okay, good.
Aw,
Isn't this good?
so much friendship. Always appreciated.
What sails the friendship?
Yeah, you continue down the hallway. Luckily, this guard that you took out was the one that was guarding the door down there.
So I guess we walk in through the door.
It's locked, but yeah, go ahead and
Oh, no,
give me
no,
either
no,
sleight
no.
of hand or thieves' tools.
Oh, I thieves tool this son of a bitch. Ooh, I get to use 21.
Yeah, you fiddle in there. I know how to do this, you son of a bitch. Pop, got it. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
The door opens right up, and there's a stairwell on the inside.
And we slowly creep up.
You creep up the stairway, and at the top you see a very lavish bedroom.
How dark is it?
It's pretty dark. There's the sole light in here is coming in from the window on the ceiling, which is letting in very nice moonlight, and it's reflecting off of a silver reflecting pool in the middle of the bedroom.
I take off my goggles of cool so I can use my superior dark vision.
Yeah, everything in here is clear as day to you. You see, go ahead and roll me perception check, each of you. Dupre with, Vex with advantage.
24.
9.
It's a bit dark in here for you, but Vex, you see the old man actually sleeping in a very big overstuffed bed with one of those, like, canopies on top. You know, those ye olde beds that Ebenezer Scrooge would sleep in.
Yes. Does he have a little Ebenezer Scrooge little hat on top of his head?
He does, and he's got, like, old gray hair. He's got a black eye patch on. He essentially looks like Anthony Hopkins as Odin. But he's a big guy. Like, you can tell when he was in his youth, he was a big fucking dude.
I turn to Dupree. Now you have the poison, so let's do what we need to do.
Yeah, you also see a, what looks to be a large, like, you know, those kind of jugs that they keep wine in that they pour out in Game of Thrones.
Oh,
You
yeah.
you see that on a table. That's what I was also going to say with your 24 perception. That
All
seems
right.
to be what you're looking for.
I nudge him and I point.
There it is.
Can you detect magic?
Can I?
Do you have the spell?
I don't think so. No, you'll have to forgive me. I'm good at doing it. Quite inept at being able to find it.
Would I know if this guy would be rich or paranoid enough to set up magical alarm spells?
You can roll me an arcane check to see if you or an arcane check. You haven't seen like any runes or anything, and Vex hasn't noticed any runes. At least, yeah, nothing that you guys have seen.
10.
I'll do an arcana as well.
Go ahead.
Ooh. Where's arcana? Oh my god. Ah, where is it? There it is.
Top of the list.
9! Yeah!
Doesn't seem like anything's out of the ordinary in here.
Well, better get this done quick.
All right, and I'm going to sneak over to his cask.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Stop.
22.
Yeah, as you're sneaking over, you kind of hear the man.
Death to the criminals. Taste my blade.
All right.
Yeah,
and
the
I'm going-
man seems like deep in it. Yeah, you get over to that tankard pretty easy.
All right, I'm gonna take the purple death and start pouring it in there.
Yeah, you pour it all in there. Seems to sit quite well. It doesn't leave a different scent. It doesn't leave a different taste. It's quite an amazing poison. Then, from the silence of the night, you hear,
Caw! Caw! I mean, caw! Caw! Shit, I'm bad at this.
I guess I try to duck and cover as soon as I hear the first caw.
you don't hear anything coming up the hallway yet, but that's definitely the sign that things are coming back.
Looks like they're back. Let's move.
We walk down. We walk.
All right, I will describe this room real quick for you. Like I said, there's a silver reflecting pool in its center that's directly beneath the skylight. There's a big overstuffed plush bed with that ridiculous Ebenezer Scrooge canopy over in the side. And out to the north of the room is what looks to be a balcony. So if you don't want to go through the house, you can always attempt to get out that way.
Past least traveled. All right. Well, I walk towards that balcony.
Yeah, you're about 3 stories up. It looks like a bit of a climb down. So you say there's about like a 30-foot drop.
What is below us? What is below this? Wonderful.
It is that garden that you were just in. Looks like the vineyards off to the side. You can see some of that topiary that you were crawling through earlier. And off to the right, back towards the entrance, you see basically a couple of men coming back in to the house and the large gentleman with them.
Father! Oh, somebody wake him! I have great news! The hunt was a success!
Damn. Poor child and mother. No, more than they had before we showed up.
I closed the door to the balcony, and we're both outside, I'm guessing?
Yes. There actually is no door. It's just like open air.
Oh, jeez. That's it. Oh. Man, that's...
It's a very big room. Like this, it's the entire top of the house.
Oh, what? Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of built like ziggurat style, where it's like, you know, the second level is a little smaller and the third level is smaller than that. It's kind of like a nice little dome room at the top.
That's neat. Okay. I turn to Dupree.
So how do you think we best get down from here? We have about 2 minutes to figure that out.
Go ahead and roll perception.
22.
Oh, I won't even need to then.
Yeah, you see there seems to be some decent grips on the side of the building. Other than that, you can try to, you know, rappel down with some rope. I don't know. Scaling the building is probably what's going to leave the least amount of clues that you were actually here.
How long is my distance of my chain scythe? Like, how actual long is it?
It is about 15 feet long.
Hmm.
It would get you down about halfway to the point where if you did drop from there, you would not take damage.
Oh, then that's what I do. I take the moment and I just hook my chain. Is there anything I can hook it onto?
Yeah, there's a banister. There's a railing.
I hook it onto the railing and I start I start lowering myself with it.
All right. Yeah, it's easy enough that you have no real issue doing that, but I do want you to make an acrobatics check as you're hopping down because you don't want to lose the chain.
I slide down it and 7.
It gets kind of caught there, and you can kind of feel yourself kind of jerking at it. I'm gonna need you to make an athletics check to free it, or else you're gonna lose it.
I'm on the other side of the window right now, right?
Yeah, you're on the balcony as well. You can try to scale down the building with an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Can I see that he's stuck and try to free him?
Yes, you can assist his athletics check by trying to free his chain.
I'll assist this.
5. I need the assistance anyways.
With your athletics.
14.
Ooh, you're lucky. The threshold was 15. You guys got it up to 19. Tink, yeah, you free yourself now. Roll me an acrobatics as you're trying to land from this jerky.
Natural 20.
Woo. You do a backflip and land with a superhero. Like you got a full Spider-Man landing.
I put my goggles back on as I land. And put the hood back up.
All right.
I cross my arms and look up at him.
Dupre, go ahead and roll acrobatics as you try to scale down the building.
Yep. 22.
Like a fucking cat. You're just like, yep. You just hop down one level, slide your way down part of the building, and then hop and roll down into the garden.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, you see your friend Chunk just kind of waving. This way.
All right. Start rushing towards him.
All right. He's leading you towards kind of what looks to be a bit of, I'd say, kind of like a topiary wall, like a giant like fence made out of, bushes. And you guys go through that, and just on the other side is a mountain that you're able to crawl your way down pretty easily. But just for the sake of it, go ahead and roll me acrobatics just to make sure you keep your footing.
6.
26.
Yeah, you're good enough, but Vex, as you're going down, you're like, that was easy enough. You kind of trip and twist your ankle a little.
Ooh.
And you kind of stumble down half the mountain, taking 12 damage.
Oh my god.
As you crack yourself about some rocks.
Shit!
Son of a god damn it!
Shit! First damage taken in the campaign. Woo!
Not bad. Self-inflicted. Yeah, you make it down to the bottom, and you seem to be home free. No alarm seems to be raised. You do notice that a light comes on at the dome as you're down at the bottom.
Drink up, my friend. You're ever so thirsty. Ow, my ankle.
Oh, you need what's you want a potion for that? I've got us a couple.
I hold up my hand. I'm fine. I am fine. Thank you, though.
Did you lots get the book?
I pull the book out of my cloak.
Oh, you's lots quite rippers. What you is? Oh hell!
When you hire the Deadeyes, you hire the best.
That's what I figured. Oh man, you guys got in there and out of there like no problem. And then I got like that crow sound. Like, I'll let you know that. Like, just remember that I'll help your boy Chunk here.
You did help.
How was my crow sound? Was it good? Did I do good?
It did its
work?
job. It did its job, and that's what matters.
All right, good. As long as it did its job, that's what old Chunk is for. He's there for helping and making sure that everybody's good. As long as I get in good with the runners, I should be fine.
Now, step 5.
Yeah, step 4, we gets the treasure. But for that, we needs to figure out where's this going. So let's look in there. We's looking for a shipment that's meant as a gift for some local bloke, some sort of highfalutin type.
We check the book then?
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation as you're leafing through.
8.
This guy has some weird shorthand. You're not sure if you can get it across. Go ahead and roll Vex.
16. Give it to ya.
You seem to notice that the one big discrepancy, something that might stand out, is there is a large payment, like a lot of silver going towards a certain shipment. Like there's a lot of security going with this one, or it costs a lot of money, and it is heading out towards the wall. Actually, seems they're trying to make it good with some sort of military man or something. So if you can find a way to ambush it, and you're looking at the map that you have on you, there are a couple of junctures in which you can do that. You can try to ambush them at a town in between here and the wall. You can ambush them at a river crossing between here and the wall. Or you could just try to get them directly after they leave town, but that seems like madness. Like those seems like your best options.
What are the advantages of each of them? Can you tell us that?
I'd say any sort of advantage you might have is they probably would not be expecting to get ambushed in a town, so you'd probably have much more initiative there. Whereas at a river crossing, they might be a little bit more on their guard just because they're out in the wilds.
Okay. When can we jump this? When can we jump this?
It looks like the shipment is on its way out sometime within the next couple of days, so you'd probably get a day's head start on it.
So I'd be able to get my spell slots back then, essentially.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Yay!
So where do you think we should jump them? Or should we intervene with this?
Doesn't say how many people are guarding this thing.
It does say that there's a lot of money in security, though.
What are you thinking, you two? Dupree, Chunk.
Well, if them's lots is like me mates, they likes to have drink, and if you's in a town, then maybe they's gonna be drunk in a tavern. You can just go, oh, I'm gonna take that shit while they's in there. Or, I mean, if you're at a bridge, I guess you could, I don't know, try and sabotage the bridge and really confuse the fuck out of them, maybe catch it downriver. But, I don't know.
Those are very good plans, Chunk.
Thanks. I always says I got bigger brains than people gives me credit for.
You grow on people, don't you?
Oh, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Blokes seem to like me. My mates seem to like me. I like you guys. I hope you like me. Please don't hate me.
Oh, don't worry. Dupree may seem like a stickler, but that's only because he is one.
It's fair enough, I guess.
My worry is that we don't really have anything to sabotage the bridge with.
Oh, you just leave that up to your old mate Chunk.
He opens up his bag, and you just see piles and bags of gunpowder.
I figured I might need to get loud at some point if we needed lots of distraction, but looks like you lot got that covered.
My, so
I was able to save quite a bit of it.
That's a lot of boom boom.
It's a bit of boom boom. It's good for them mines. They like getting silver in there. So I talked to my mate. He was like, hey, mate, you use that, what's boomsticks to get down there, right? And he's like, yeah, I'll use that boomsticks. I'm like, how many can I get from them? He's like, I don't know, I could probably spare a few. So I'm like, as much as a few? And he's like, yeah, this many. I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's how I got it.
So the bridge town, it sounds like, is the best bet. Dupree, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking the less people that are involved, the better. If we try to steal the treasure in town, if someone gets alerted, we'll have to deal with a lot more than just the caravan guards.
Oh, that's a good point. I ain't think of that.
But if we're going loud on the bridge, then we'll be alone. We'll have all the time we need to suss out the security. My fear is that the treasure will get damaged.
That's also a good point. I didn't think of that either. Gosh, stupid Chunk. He starts kind of tapping his head with his hand.
No, it's a good plan.
Oh, never mind. Good Chunk.
Both of
Kind
them
of pats his own head.
The question is whether or not we want to deal with additional people, or we want to just take care of this in the privacy of an open field. Ever so curious we find ourselves here. Shall we take a vote?
Oh, all right. What was? Okay, all lots. It's for getting them into town. Raise your hand.
I think
Anybody
we're
raise
all...
their hands?
No.
All right, all's for the bridge.
I raised my hand.
Raised my hand.
And then he raises his hand after you both raise yours.
Oh, look, we're all agreed. Looks like we's all smarties.
Very well then. Let's find this place. Let's head out to this place as soon as we can.
Oh, sounds good to me. Let's get a good set up there. They's gonna get through there. They ain't gonna get past us. No way, mate. I think it's off here.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
Okay.
For what?
For navigation.
13!
17.
You each point in the correct direction.
Oh, yeah, that way. Right. Yeah. That way, towards the wall. Yeah, that way makes sense, because that way up there is the moor, and that way up there is the mountain, and that way's towards the wall. Right.
Indeed.
You guys begin your march. Yeah, it takes you a few days to get there, but you definitely know you're ahead of that thing's schedule. And you make it to the river crossing that you're setting up your ambush at.
Before we start, good old Vex is talking to our friend Dupree here. It's very interesting. I was on this job. No, it's interesting because this is one of my first jobs, actually. Working here. Yes.
I'm actually gonna kick you guys over to the map so you can position yourselves wherever you want.
I've never actually met the leader of the Dead Eyes. I want to, though, one day. I am envious of his power and how much sway he holds over everybody. Have you ever met him?
Hang on, I'm sorry. The people were talking really loud outside. I was wondering if that was coming from the computer or not.
It's okay.
Could you repeat that?
Vex just asked you if you had ever met the leader of the Dead Eyes, and because he's like, he wants to get in good. And he figures since you're a member, you might have an in.
The leader was my master, right?
The leader is your master, yes. And you met him once at your inauguration ceremony. That's up to you to divulge.
I met him, yeah. Why?
I've always been curious who he is. A man of mystery, one I can appreciate. But how little there is to know makes what little there is so much more tantalizing to know. It was just a simple question to pass the time, but do not mean to make you feel strange, for I feel you don't trust me completely. And that is a damn shame.
I trust you enough to get this job done. Past that is up to you.
What if we succeed? And we're forced to work together for a very long time. You and I should really get to know each other much more. And what is Chunk doing?
You just look over.
I'm gonna make the boom boom, make the bridge go bye bye. Gonna get it up, gonna make 'em go down the river. Do singing my Chunk
You
song.
should do it at the front, and you should do it at the both sides, so the whole bridge just falls into the water. That way, when the coagan's in the middle, it doesn't get damaged.
Oh, you's real smart. Oh, I was gonna just put it all over the fucking place. Oh, you make a
Put
lot
half
of
of
sense
it
there.
there, half of it in the front, half of it in the back.
Go ahead and go ahead and use the painter tool to put mark where you want it to be.
Ooh, painter's tool. Ooh, the freehand tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
And right here.
All right.
He starts moving around.
Do.
Starts putting up like the little bags, and he's tying like twine, like little wicks to it.
It's gonna make it go boom. Gonna make them fall in the river. Gonna find the treasure. Gonna get money. Gonna get a job. Do.
He just continues that while you're talking.
You don't have to worry about me being like someone like Chunk. I'm pretty sure that if this job goes well, you and me can be friends. You keep things purely business, and I appreciate that. And this business is all about who you know and how little you do know when you're not supposed to know anything. Wouldn't you say that's fair?
Very apt analysis.
I hope to meet the master one day. How tall is he?
I'm trying to be funny.
And what's he like?
How tall is he?
Pretty silent.
Your height?
Dupre is silent.
Fine. By the way, if they're coming, by the way, which are they coming from the right or from the left on the map we're seeing right now?
You cross the bridge to get to where you are, so they'll be coming from that way, like
By
the
the way,
other side.
shouldn't you be on the other side to jump them from behind?
Oh, right.
Not you.
Oh, right. Sorry, yeah, right. You know, I was thinking the same thing, just, you know, differently.
Dupree, shouldn't you be on the other side so you can jump them from behind?
Dupre wordlessly moves to the other side, and
It's not so hard, is it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth to hide in the trees.
before that, I'm gonna roll an insight on Vex.
Okay. Vex, you can combat this with whichever social skill you want to use.
Okay.
Deception or persuasion. It's probably going to be deception or persuasion.
I'll go for persuasion. 22.
And go ahead and roll your insight.
Insight. Natural 20.
Ooh, nat 20. He catches on. Like, he catches on that you're fishing for info. He's not entirely sure why you're fishing for info, but it's definitely rubbing him the wrong way.
I hate it when I rub Connor the wrong way.
I did. I'm gonna stealth.
This is what's fun. This is what's fun role playing with Connor and Nick. We get super into character. I'm like, oh, right, by the way, you're still my friend. You are too. I love you. Anyways, back to me not trusting you.
All right.
All right, you got a 23 in stealth. Go ahead and roll your stealth as well there, Vex.
That's a 22.
All right. And
For Chunk. 12.
Chunk, stand in the middle of the road like you're a highwayman.
Oh, I can do that.
no,
Probably
not
should
on
stay
the
off
right,
the bridge,
right.
though, eh?
Right there is perfect.
I'm hiding in the bushes too, right there too.
Alright, let's see, what's the best way to let these things fucking explode?
either of you have anything that casts fire at a long distance?
Would this work?
I have a kind of idea, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait for him to do his first because I think his might be better.
Yeah. What's your gimmick idea?
I've got a string and a flask of oil, but that doesn't really make a wick.
But you could wrap that string around your bow and light that. Like you could light an arrow on fire.
That's true.
Or those bandages that you have.
Yeah. I was going to save the bandages for the king guy just in case everything went fucky. So I will wrap my bandages around one of my arrowheads, cover it in oil, and I will wait until they're in view.
All right. So you wait some time. Then down the road you hear click clock, click clock, click clock, click clock, click clock, click clock.
A lot of meat.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You just kind of see the horse start to gallop in there,
All right.
flanked by. Oh, hold on. God damn it! I just want to grab the guy. Eh. Let me grab
Come
my
on,
man.
Nick.
There we
Come
go.
on, Nick.
I also like how my icon is Hacker Man.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to use because I'm like I said, I didn't have enough time to get any anything made. So Yeah, these guys. Click, clock.
How many
This
guys?
guy
We
should
see
be
3.
You see 4. Sorry, this guy should have been with them.
Oh, sorry,
right.
guys. Was ping.
Light the arrow.
All right. They don't seem to notice you. God damn it! Why can't I grab these things at it?
Click.
I was gonna pretend that these guys are over here ahead of the bridge, ahead of the horse. Now these guys are back here. Pretend they're behind him because I can't grab them individually.
Okay.
I'm firing. I'm firing at the. I'm assuming it's like TNT or something.
Yeah, there's just bags of black powder. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Which one are you aiming for, though? One at the front or the back? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right.
I'm aiming at top right. No, top left.
All right, top left, the one furthest from you.
Yep, this
Okay.
one right here.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Please be good.
12.
It catches onto the bridge right on the little banister, but it does catch the wick. But the guards are like, "What? What's that? It's a trap!" And as they say that, they do have the ability to get out of the way. These guys in the back try to get back and away, but this guy here, he's going to get caught in the first explosion as the start to go up. All right, explosion. I'm going to see guys up front are going to roll their deck saves. That guy doesn't make it. That guy does. Horse is fucking trapped. So,
Nay! The horse screams nay.
kaboosh. And then they all kind of start to go as this entire bridge just kind of goes down. And now there's a large gap in the middle. This guy over here gets kind of swept into the water. Ah! The cart just kind of turns over. Horse is fucking dead. Horse is gone. Goodbye, horse.
Oh, man, it worked. Woo!
This guy managed to get back. This guy... Let's see, how much damage did he take? It's just black powder.
There's 2 guys on the side with myself and Chunk, and 1 guy on the side with...
Yeah, by the way, while Chunk was standing there, he's like, oi. And now I need you guys to roll initiative.
But right after I shoot the arrow, though, can I bonus action hide in the bush again?
You've been hidden this whole time, but I'll let you
Oh,
roll
okay.
stealth.
7.
20. Oh, 20 for my stealth.
Yeah, and then give me initiative.
20 for my initiative.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Oh, man.
Chunk's got a nat 20 on his initiative.
I was ready for this.
Our boy.
Chunk the boy.
Our son.
And now the guards. 11, 5. All right. Sweet. So, Chunk goes first.
On, mate.
Swings down really hard with a big fucking axe. And 19, that'll hit. Fucking 15 damage on the dude that already got blown up a bit. Gets fucking axed in the face.
Oh, that was fucking great. Next.
Takes another swing. This time with the dude next to him. That'll hit too.
Damn, Chunk.
This time 12 damage.
Pocket
This
Vorky.
guy's not looking really good. Yeah, he gets kind of shoved back a bit by the attack. Like, he just got, like, fucking reamed in the side with an axe. Never mind, he can't get shoved. That's not what the attack works. Anyway.
Oh, shit. Ignore that, ignore that, ignore that.
Ignoring that. You just wanted to read it, I know.
I did. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting used to this.
All right. Go for it, to pray.
All right. This
Directly
guy?
above this dude.
This guy? This motherfucker right here?
That
Right
motherfucker
here.
right there.
He's dead.
Are you going to leap from the tree with a dagger?
Yep.
All right, Assassin's Creed this motherfucker. Roll the hit.
Eagle sound effect.
13? But I have assassinate. No, wait, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't
what's
really
that?
matter, but this guy's AC is 13, so you do hit.
Shunk. Making
Wow.
It,
Then
making
roll your
it-
additional d4.
Yep, making it an automatic crit. Come on. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Come on, I believe in you.
3.
All right, so that's 21 damage on this motherfucker as a madman comes down from the tree, silent as the night, and just stabs him square in the back. And he's fucking down.
All right, I grab him. I take my knife out of his back, and I run it across his eyes, and I kick him
Yep.
into the river.
All right, I'll just for flavor. He starts to drift down next to his buddy. What the fuck? All right, next up is...
Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you still have a move and a cunning action.
How far down is this ravine here?
That's about a 5-foot drop from that little hilly area, and the water itself, this guy is treading water like he's trying to swim back to shore right now.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my movement to go over to this tree, cunning action hide.
Go ahead, stealth.
26.
Nice.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Dude on this end that did not fucking die is preoccupied with the orc, or let's see. Yeah, no, he goes before you. So yeah, he's gonna try and put his spear into Chunk. Fucking does it too. Chunk takes 5 damage,
Oh, that's not good.
and he's gonna go again. That's a miss. All right, you're up, Vex.
Okay. I cast Ray of Sickness from stealth on a son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Ah!
Sorry, dude.
Oh, that's okay. Do I have 2 attacks?
No, you only have 1, unless that was a bonus action, but I'm pretty sure Ray of Sickness is an action. You do still have a move if you want, though.
No, I'll stay. That's it for me, I guess.
All right, dude in the water is going to roll athletics. He's too preoccupied to try to find you. Yeah, he's able to swim, but now he has to decide which side he's going to, so I'm going to roll high or low. Connor, you're the one who wants him to come to you, I'm guessing, right? So call it, high or low.
Hi.
It's a 19. Yeah, he's coming your way. Kind of pulls himself up short. Ugh.
The fuck just happened?
All right, he's going to take out a bow. Delete those because those bombs have blown up.
Silly question. Don't mean to take away from what you're doing right now, but do cantrips count as bonus actions?
No, unless they
Okay.
say bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, he takes his bow and starts firing at Chunk. And he hits for 4 damage. Chunk's got an arrow sticking out of his arm and a spear in his other arm.
Ah, what I do?
All right. Dupre, your move. Oh, wait, no, it's Chunk. Sorry, Chunk got the nat 20.
Come on, Chunk!
You son of a bitch!
He's going to take his axe at this bro again. Ow, roll a 1 for damage, so 5. He's going to try and axe him again. And that will miss. All right, that's Chunk's turn. Dupre, now it is your turn.
Second verse, same as the first.
Scream!
Boom. 18 on a dagger attack.
That'll hit. And then your
Dang.
additional.
Yes.
Assassinate is a fun skill.
It sure is.
Boy, does it seem powerful.
Yeah, the trick is you have to be like hidden. Blech.
Mm.
That's 20 damage. He is barely alive as you come down on him. He sees your milky eye, and he's terrified. All right. It is his turn, I believe. Oh, wait, no. It's the bro in front of Chunk's turn. That'll hit. Wow. 10 damage. Chunk's not looking so hot.
Oh, I need that blood to live.
Gonna go for another stab. Nat 1. Chunk just kind of grabs the spear.
Ah, fuck this thing. Stop it.
Throws it away. Next is the guy in front of you. Oh, wait, no. It's Vex. That's right. This guy goes last. Your turn, Vex.
I come round behind. I slip round behind the guy fighting Chunk. And with my weapon, I activate Vampiric Touch.
Vampiric Touch is a touch spell, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm going to touch him in the back of the head with it.
All right, go ahead and tap him in the back of the neck with your Vampiric Touch. Roll for it. Roll to hit.
Level 3. 11 necrotic damage.
That's 11. Wait, isn't Vampiric Touch a touch spell? Don't you have to?
Yeah, make a melee spell attack. On hit, the target takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and you regain hit points equal to half the damage dealt until the spell ends.
Then you have to make that melee touch attack first.
Yeah, plus your spellcasting modifier.
I just...
Yeah,
okay,
so...
hold, real fast. What am I doing then? Okay, I just clicked the spell. I didn't...
Yeah, sorry. Something seems to be borking a little bit with your character sheet in this. So
yeah.
Let me see here. Huh, yeah, it's fucking weird. It's not doing the touch attack part.
Okay, yeah, I think you need to roll with whatever your...
Oh, okay, hold on.
spellcasting.
I see it. Let's see.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. This is
it's not your fault.
This is entirely roll 20. There we go. There we go. So yeah, now you can touch it. There you go. Roll the hit.
That one doesn't count.
Yeah, that one doesn't count. That was me.
Do I click it from my inventory again?
No, just click it from your just your base area. It should be on your core, and then go down. It should be right under Ray of Enfeeblement.
All right, there we go. 15.
That'll hit.
I grab the back of his goddamn head.
And
12 necrotic damage.
yeah, you see the flesh on this man wither as he basically Raiders of the Lost Arks and crumbles. Like his skin turns to dust and he falls to the ground. Last but not least, dude over in the clutches of Dupre is going to make his last stand at living. And he's going to...
That's cool.
Will a 14 hit you?
Nope, that'll just miss.
Well, fuck him then. All right, he's going to make a second attack. A 13 will not hit either. Wow, these poor fuckers.
We sure
We'll
are
say,
lucky.
yeah, they you sure are lucky. All right, go ahead. It is Chunk's turn. He has no way of getting over there.
Oi! How's it going over there? We got some dead over here. He's what turns him into a mummy or something. I don't know. He's fucking dead though. He looks really fucking creepy.
All right, your turn to pray.
Dupre will just, after just like ducking his head out of the way of this guy's swings, will just, with his dagger, just
Go ahead and swing at him.
woo. 13.
13 matches, hits him.
All right.
These poor fuckers.
Don't mind that sneak attack. It's no longer a sneak attack.
Yeah, you swing your knife, it goes straight across his eyes, and he falls backwards into the water. Blech. Washes downstream.
I pull out a knife and I slice the eyes off both of the corpses. I pull up my
Your
my
scythe?
my scythe and just go.
Yeah, one of them has no eyes already, but yeah, you make a scar across both of them.
Yeah.
Do I see him do this?
I'm gonna go ahead and roll perception. I don't think he's hiding it.
22.
Yeah, you see him do it. He's like, yeah,
Okay,
like that.
Taka. I'll take okay, Taka. How do you slice the eyes out?
Just across.
With his chain scythe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horizontally, not vertically.
Okay.
Seems to be taking notes from how you killed that one dude.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Dupre slides down to the cart.
Oh, what's in there?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
18.
Find a couple of sacks of silver, really fucking heavy, and a chest that seems to be gilded.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use my thieves' tools on that chest. I'm assuming it's locked.
You are, and you are correct.
Okay. Thieves' tools. 16.
Tools.
16? Yeah, you pop it open. Roll me in athletics if you want to get over there, by the way, Vex.
Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah, the currents
Natural
are,
20.
Yeah, you swim it like a fucking fish, man. You're easy. Like, you got it.
No, go. No. You know what I
Or
want
do
to
you
do,
want to
Nick?
leap it?
I want it. You know what? I want to crouch and tiger hidden dragon style, just tapping the water as I land behind him. So what's inside? As I land right behind it with my arms crossed.
Yeah, you see Chunk behind you. Oh, that's so fucking cool.
So what do we say?
Chunk is actually going to try to emulate you.
Come on, give it up, Chunk.
Splash! Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I'm almost there.
He makes it, but he's just like splashing and sopping wet.
Oh, it wasn't as, it wasn't as quite as good. Alright, so what is it? Spill the beans.
All right.
Yes.
I look
spilled
inside.
bean.
Inside, you find a what looks to be a ruby sheathed dagger that has a golden handle with a ruby inlet or a ruby set in its at the pommel of it. Looks like it has some Elvish written on it. And you find a really, really nice cloak, like shimmering silver.
Is that the item we were supposed to pick up?
Oh, no, they look expensive. Hey, what about them bags of silver?
I should loot all of it, so it doesn't seem like it was a particularly targeted attack, just a regular one.
Makes sense to me. You lots is real smart.
Oh, thank you
All right.
so much, Chunk.
As you take your time getting through this, I need you to roll a perception check for me, each of you.
Each of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
21.
21.
6.
Yeah, you're busy like rummaging around in there, Dupre. But Vex, you hear it in the distance. You hear a click clock, click clock, click clop.
Fast, all of it now. Move.
And then entering the scene, you see that same big boy.
Hey, Pip! I believe we found our quarry!
Says the meek boy as he's carrying the bag behind him.
Oh, fuck. We've got to go now!
All right. I just toss the bags of silver. I put the ruby dagger in my belt, and I pass the cloak to Vex. And
Thank you.
All right, roll me initiative.
Oh, okay.
natural 1.
Ooh.
21.
All right, Vex, you get that cloak, and you're like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Meanwhile, Chunk, Barristan, and naturally Pip gets a nat 1. Barristan's like,
What have we here? A few brigands!
and he pulls a large sword from his back.
Have at thee, knaves.
He stares at you with these cold, dead eyes, and Dupre and Vex, you get the first chance to take an action.
Dupre
Or
turns
Vex.
to... Oh, Vex. Sorry.
It's all good.
Vex turns to Chunk. Now's your time to prove if you can run with the runners. Go get him!
Right.
And I cast. You know what? To give him a little bit, I cast Healing Word on the son of a bitch.
On Chunk?
Yeah, 4 healing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you see one of the many gaping holes in him kind of seize up a little.
I don't know about this. I feel like we should run.
Okay, but now you still have a move left. That was, by the way, the Healing Word is a bonus action, so you still have an action and a move.
Oh, I still have an action and a move? Oh,
yes.
Okay. Well, in that case... Real quick, I'm just going to double check my spells here. Forgive me.
No worries.
I cast on him... I cast Deafness Blindness.
On Barristan?
On Barristan.
All right. That's a DC 14 rather than what it says. It should be a DC 14.
Okay. Sorry.
And...
I'll cast it off my... Sorry.
No, it should be fine. Like, I'm just correcting that for the chat.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Barristan just, like, looks at you. Oh, please. And just smiles. And now's your move action.
I book it.
All right. Going back across the water there?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics or an acrobatics to get across.
Acrobatics. 15.
You make a big running leap. You do kind of a dive in. You cut through the water and you get out on the other side. I'm going to say that was difficult terrain, so you still have... Let's see. 10, 20... Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to get this round.
Yep.
Alright, only got one of these left.
And your boy Chunk throws down an explosive at Barristan's feet. And then he starts fucking booking it.
You get out, mate! You get out while you can!
He's going to roll athletics to try to get across. He manages. Alright, Barristan's going to have to make a dex save, which he gets disadvantage on since he is in big, bulky... Oh, wait, no, that's just stealth checks. But either way, without disadvantage, he doesn't make it. A big ball of fire just explodes at his feet. And as the smoke clears, he's just standing there.
Knaves.
And he points at you, Dupre. And... hold on a sec here. There's your move. I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. 12.
That is not going to make it. A
Great.
wall of fire rains down on you. And you take 15 fire damage.
Uncanny dodge.
All right, you take 7 fire damage as you, like, as the scorching wall rains down and he starts to make his way towards you. All right, Pip also got an at 1, but your dex is higher than Pip, so go ahead. I don't think Pip is going to be doing much, frankly.
Just turn around. I douse my cape in the river water and I just say,
Another time, perhaps. But not now.
and I use my action to disengage. I believe that means I can move up to my movement away from him.
you're still going. You can go ahead and roll an acrobatics, and I'll let you jump across the top of the wagon to get over to the other side.
Okay. 18.
I'll allow that. You hook yourself up there and you start booking it across. Because the wagon's kind of tipped, so you're on its side. On the wooden part, not the soft cloth part.
All right, so I'm going to move my movement. And then I'm going to cunning action dash.
All right, you get the fuck out of there. Yeah, you are gone. All right, Vex, it is your move. I'll just say Pip walked up.
I'm going to dash, and I'm going to run away as well.
All right, full action. You get the fuck out of Dodge.
Alright, that seems like a pretty fucking good move there.
and you guys get the fuck out as you start to begin to evade Mr. Kench. I need you to make survival checks as you are being pursued by a man who knows how to hunt.
15.
5.
And boy Chunk, with a nat 20, manages to leave some booby traps behind to slow him down.
Attaboy, Chunk.
Go Chunk. All right, you guys make your way across the land, and you find yourself at a mountain.
All right, there's a place down here. We can get in there. That's where we're supposed to deliver this shit.
Yeah. Okay, then let's do it as fast as we can.
All right, we get in there, and we's getting out.
Sounds good.
And as you... One sec here.
I hope Chunk does a truffle shuffle as a taunt.
He would. Not that one. Sorry. There we go. Just gotta move the map.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
right.
great.
I knew it.
Yeah,
So-
you evade your way all the way over to a cave that is nice and hidden by some foliage. Nobody seems to... You seem to have evaded your pursuers for now as you make your way through the cave. You find a goblin kind of standing down at the bottom over there if you want to make your way over to him.
Take my goggles off because I'm guessing it's dark as fuck in here.
Yeah, it's dark. And...
Chunk, please do the-
dark enough that Chunk has to pull out a torch.
Can I see
Oi.
Vex's eyes real quick underneath those goggles?
Yeah, they're... I mean, with the torchlight, yeah, you can see them. They seem like pools of blackness.
I got them drow eyes.
You've only seen one other drow, and that was your master, and he had milky white eyes because his eyes were, dead.
Okay.
You find your way over to this goblin. He starts speaking in goblin, and Chunk starts speaking back at him.
He says that only one of us is allowed in to make the trade.
Really now? Only one of us?
Yeah,
He's like looking back and forth.
he ain't gonna let us all through, or he's not gonna let us know which way. The rest of us gotta go wait.
Where do we wait?
Oh, it's frightening for you. We got him shooting big.
He's making like motions as if being chased by a big fucking dude. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, is he? He says round that corner's safe. It's a good place to wait while we get paid.
Inside.
Go ahead.
Inside...
It'll be with disadvantage since you're getting it like through another person.
Okay.
9.
19.
You smell something fucking weird about this. You've been around shady enough shit that you know what's shady. So either you have to make the decision to make your claim to be the one to go, or something else has to happen.
He said only one of us is allowed inside.
Oh, yeah? These says people's waiting for us in there and they's giving us our money.
The thing is, I have the treasure. I believe I'll volunteer to go inside first.
I don't mind waiting.
Kind of scratches his head.
Vex,
And,
I trust you don't mind either.
And Vex, you don't see anything fishy about this at all.
Damn. Damn.
So as you two make your way around the corner to hide from the big fucking dude.
Yeah.
Maybe we could build a fire down here. Keep ourselves nice and toasty.
It sounds good. I'm just going to scatter some bones that looks like it's me around here a little bit. Just 1 second.
Alright, that sounds a little weird, but that's fine.
Well, wouldn't it be crazy if we ran across a basilisk in here? That'd be crazy.
That'd be fucking weird as hell.
You guys joke as Dupre makes his way into the Underdark, into the city of Dark Launch. And you guys wait for a little bit. And it's taken a bit longer than you thought, and for whatever reason, you feel like you're being watched. And that is where the rest of the story picks up. You kind of know what happens from here.
Damn it! I
Dupre,
wanted to live.
Dupre can kind of show up somewhere. Who knows?
Damn it! I wanted.
I was so excited for that fucking ending.
Damn it!
Hey,
Vex is so
Sokka.
What?
I didn't see it ending this way. If we ended a different way, I was gonna try to kill you anyway.
Why would you do that?
Because you were being really
No
weird
part-
about the
no.
whole eyes thing and about my master, and that's a big no-no.
Why don't you don't know? No party inside fighting. Remember what Monty said. None of that.
I'm an assassin.
Okay, well, you know what I am? I'm a friendly guy, so that's just your fault.
And Dupre, you know everything that went on up there. Yeah, you got paid big time. And you gave off the cloak, you gave off the dagger to the people at the shop down there. They seem to have a girl down there, but it's whatever. You just make your way out of there, and you head off to your own little mysterious ways. And who knows, maybe we'll find out what happened with Dupre next time on Roll With Me. Probably not, though. Maybe later down the line.
Damn it! That character has such a strange backstory.